out, man, and you know, I feel like I made my dad and my mom proud, you know, because they're the ones who helped me through this whole process. You know, it's my 11th year Pro Bowl, and this is more so for them. So I'm happy.
That's incredible. Like you said, you know, a long-time minor leaguer, a standout in the Atlantic League, and you've been great for a number of years. Last year, the Patriots, but finally, that All-Star bid has to be a reflection of you and your teammates, or the team as a whole.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's like any other sport. It's like quarterback. Quarterback can't have passing yards if the receiver doesn't catch it. So, first, my manager has to put me in the lineup. That's number one. My teammates have to be on base for me to drive them in, and the other team has to hit the ball to me for me to make a put out. So it just works full circle. At the end of the day, I wouldn't be here without my team or my coaches or the organization itself.
And you're a guy who's played some outfield, some third base, but you're earning the bid as a first baseman. I mean, that has to be you'd be pretty proud of that. Transitioning over now.
Yeah, the last 2 seasons kind of like experimented at first, and coming into spring training, he told me, he said, I want you at first base, and I feel really comfortable over there, you know, and I'm just trying to do the best I can there, to be honest with you.
So we got the All-Star bid. You're gonna be out there on Wednesday, the 12th, biggest game of the year. 8 teammates, 7 other teammates, your manager, Brett Jody, the whole thing. That's gonna be awesome, right?
Awesome, man. Especially to do it at home.
Right.
You know, that was more so. That's more so special. You know, Mr. Califer and the whole Patriots organization, the way they do things, it's first class. So it's an honor to be here, man. You know, so I look forward to it.
Biggest night of the year?
No, when we win a championship, that.
But for now, for regular season, biggest night of the year.
Nah, I won championship.
All right, either way, Carlos Guzman, All-Star first baseman for the Liberty Division. Carlos, as always, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Patriots fans, we are here with 2017 Liberty Division All-Star outfielder Aaron Eggleston. Aaron, we spoke a couple days ago about the 3 prior All-Star games, but now officially you are invited to the 2017 All-Star game, so congratulations. And just your feeling when you get elected to get a 4th All-Star game had to be a great feeling.
I mean, it was a great feeling. I mean, it's like I said the other day, it's the first time I've been part of an All-Star game at home. So to be able to play in front of your home fans who've supported you for me, my whole 5 years would be awesome.
And not just with the home fans, the home crowd, but 7 other teammates, the entire coaching staff. I mean, that's going to be an amazing opportunity for really the whole Somerset franchise to take part in.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have the most guys in the All-Star game, so it's awesome. We had the best first half record, so it kind of shows that guys are getting recognized for that.
And you're playing on the field this year that allowed you to be nominated for a 2017 All-Star bid. Being one of the veterans on the team, a longtime Patriot, but still getting the job done, that has to be something you take pride in.
It is. I mean, I've struggled as late, but I had a good first part of the year. So hopefully after this break, be able to celebrate with the guys at the All-Star game and then get right back on for the second half.
It was an All-Star first half. Got to celebrate in the first half championship. And how do you carry that momentum into the second half after the All-Star break?
You remind everybody how fun it is to celebrate that first half, and that just because we won the first half, it means you still got to keep going and keep playing hard. And like I said, it's always fun to celebrate. So you want to get that second half.
That's right. For the 4th time in his career, a Liberty Division All-Star, Aaron Eggleston. Thank you very much.
Anytime.
What's up, Patriots fans? I'm hanging out now with All-Star second baseman Tyler Bortnick. Tyler, it's official now. Congratulations on your All-Star bid. Got to be a great feeling for you're going to the big game this year.
Yes, it's going to be fun, and especially at home. I know Somerset will do it right.
So you're being home with Somerset, like you said, 7 teammates, the whole front office, the home crowd, everything. I mean, it's going to be the biggest game, not just for your teammates, but for all Somerset, really. What's that going to be like to be out in front of your home crowd celebrating with everyone?
It's an honor. Anytime you can get a chance to make an All-Star team and play in one, it's even better. And to make it at home, which is awesome. I'm excited. I know that. I know my teammates are excited, and it's going to be fun. I can't wait.
So this is your 2nd year in the Atlantic League, a couple years back with Lancaster, but now full season here in Somerset. It's been an All-Star first half, a championship first half for you guys. How important is it to celebrate what you've accomplished, but power on through the All-Star break and have a solid second half of the season?
Well, we took care of business, what we wanted to. Our first goal, getting into the playoffs, and second half's approaching. I think we're already into it, but we're still trying to win games. We're trying to ruin everybody else's chances of getting into the playoffs. So we want to win both halves and make people grind and work for it. So we're not just going to lay over. We're going to keep playing hard and sticking our nose to the ground.
But looking ahead to the All-Star game, what are you hoping for? What are you expecting most out of this game?
All right, Mike, I am here. I am yours. I am ready to go.
And for the people that come out to the games, just give them something to watch and something to cheer on, and maybe they can see a future big leaguer in the game. Who knows?
Do you have any big dabs lined up for the big game?
Yeah, maybe some up my sleeve. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. All-star second baseman Tyler Bortnick getting ready for the big game on July 12th. Tyler, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Patriots fans, now we're talking with 2017 Liberty Division All-Star catcher Yovan Gonzalez. Yovan, congrats. You must be fired up for the big All-Star game.
Oh, well, man, you know, I was waiting for it, expecting it, and here it is.
Absolutely, and you know, out of all the positions in the entire All-Star game, Liberty Freedom, I'd say Liberty Division catcher might be one of the most highly contested positions out of all of them. So many talented catchers all around the league. Must be an honor for you to get one of the spots.
I mean, it's really an honor for me, because you know, I was here last year. I was trying to do it and I couldn't. But I mean, being part of the All-Star game here in Somerset, it means a lot.
Right, so second year here, it's going to be in Somerset, not just you, 7 other teammates, the whole entire coaching staff, the fans, the community. I mean, it's going to be one of the biggest days of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I feel pumped, and I know the other guys feel pumped too. So just can't wait for it.
So getting to stay here with the home crowd and everything, what are you most excited for?
Just you know, as soon as I heard my name, I want to see how the fans are going to react about that. You know, and just really, you know, really happy about it.
Now we all know you've been the king of the walk-off this year. What would a walk-off winner for the Liberty Division at Somerset mean? What would that be like?
Well, I must say a perfect season. Because, you know, a perfect half season. So, I mean, having a walk-off in the All-Star game, it got to be a really good thing, you know? So, you know, maybe happen.
Well, either way, hope you enjoy. Hope you get some time to celebrate. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yovan Gonzalez, All-Star catcher for the Liberty Division this year. All right, Patriots fans, now we're hanging out with All-Star reliever Dwayne Bilo. Dwayne, congrats on the All-Star bid this year. What was that like when you spoke with Brett Jody and he let you know you were a 2017 Liberty Division All-Star?
It was exciting to find out, you know, there's 8 of us that were named to be an All-Star, and just an opportunity to represent Somerset is exciting news.
And you got named an All-Star as a reliever. Now, we spoke before, and you've been a starter in your past. You came here wanting to be a reliever. You may not be in that closer role, but you've been basically lights out of the bullpen. What does that mean to you to kind of transition to that recently new role and still excel and, you know, have the fanfare of being a really solid reliever?
That's the biggest thing, is trying to help the team any way I can. And if it's coming in early, coming in late, you know, multiple innings, 1 out, whatever it may be, I just want to help the team and eat up as many innings as possible and come in and at points that are crucial and you know, show that I can pitch in any situation. So, you know, the faith that Brett's put in me and, you know, continue to go out and try to get outs is the biggest thing right now.
So looking at the All-Star game, less than a week away now. It's going to be you have 7 of your teammates, you have your entire coaching staff, the front office, the fans of Somerset, right here at TD Bank Ballpark. How awesome is that going to be?
It's going to be great. You know, it's going to be a fun time. You know, not have to travel far for it. So it's to be able to represent Somerset here and be able to be in our home stadium is going to be fun.
What about being at home, but also having the 7 different teams you've played against, kind of getting to know those guys? What's special about that?
Just the camaraderie. You know, the game of baseball is actually a small world. You know, you play against guys all the time, and then run across, you know, guys you've played against, but friends. And so it's been fun to see who I've played against in the past, but also, you know, become teammates. And then throughout the All-Star, it's going to be a fun time.
There you have it, Dwayne Bilo, 2017 Liberty Division All-Star. Dwayne, congrats and thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Patriots fans, we're talking now with All-Star starting pitcher David Kubiak. David, congratulations on the All-Star bid this year. What was that like when Brett came and talked to you and let you know that you were an All-Star this season?
It's pretty cool. It's my first one, so yeah, it's kind of exciting.
You were with Bridgeport last year, had a great year, didn't get that now, so it's got to be a good feeling now. Coming out of the bullpen to start the year, transitioning to a starter, and really cementing an awesome first half for you with that All-Star nomination.
Yeah, it was. It's a good half. I'm glad I stayed healthy. I'm just going to try to roll it in the next half.
And so now going into the All-Star game, it's not just going to be, you know, your first All-Star bid in the Atlantic League, but it's also going to be here in Somerset. 7 of your teammates, the entire coaching staff, the front office, the fans. I mean, what are you looking forward to about that day?
Not having to move my stuff out of my locker. That's a big plus for me. It's going to be really cool. I mean, being here, not having to travel. It'll be pretty exciting.
What about the game in itself, meeting with the guys on that kind of side of things? What are you looking forward to?
That'll be cool. I know a pretty decent amount of guys that are going to be on the whole team, so that'll be fun. Got some stuff planned, so it'll be a good weekend.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on the big nomination.
Appreciate it.
Best of luck on Wednesday. And
thanks, man.
Congrats, man. Thank you.
Appreciate
David
it.
Kubiak, All-Star starting pitcher. All right, Patriots fans, now we're talking with All-Star outfielder Justin Pacioli. Justin, congratulations. When you spoke with Brett and he let you know you were a 2017 Liberty Division All-Star, what was that like for you?
It was a pretty cool feeling, especially, you know, having the All-Star game at your own place. Yeah. It's pretty cool to represent Somerset and, you know, this organization. So for him to come up to me and say, you know, you're in, it was kind of cool. It was a pretty good feeling.
And for you, you know, you took last year off to be home with the family. Now you're playing close by, and your first season back in pro ball. I mean, you've been fantastic this year. And now being named an All-Star, you must take a lot of pride in that.
But yeah, I mean, I think being an All-Star, no matter what, taking a year off or not, it's pretty cool. So, you know, if you would have said before the season I was going to be an All-Star, I probably would have laughed at you. But you know, it's been a good run so far, but we gotta, you know, we want to keep it going. We don't want to just stop now at the All-Star break and say, hey, it was All-Star, and then, you know, tank from there. So we're gonna keep trying to plug and keep going, moving forward. But it's a pretty cool honor to represent Somerset.
Right, you and the team had to celebrate this first half with the first half championship, and now you get to celebrate a little bit, not just in the All-Star game, but at home, 7 other teammates, the coaching staff, in front of the home fans, everything. I mean, it's gonna be the biggest night of the year. What's that gonna be like for you to be out in front of the fans?
It's going to be an awesome experience. Just everything from, you know, the dinners and the breakfast, and, you know, just meeting all the other guys from the different teams and kind of getting to know them a little bit more. You know, the whole experience is just going to be awesome. We're going to take it all in and enjoy every moment of it.
All right, well, congratulations again, man. Looking forward to it. Justin Pacioli, All-Star outfielder. All right, Patriots fans, now we're talking with Somerset Patriots starting pitcher and Somerset Patriots All-Star pitcher, Rick Teasley. Rick, congratulations on the 2017 Liberty Division All-Star bid. What does it mean to be named an All-Star in this season?
Thank you. Man, it's been a long season so far. A lot of stuff's happened, so to be named to the All-Star team, it was definitely a huge accomplishment. First season in this league. It's a league full of guys that are from AAA and big leagues, so to be an All-Star, especially at home, awesome feeling. And looking to keep it going to the second half.
Yeah, we've had plenty of conversation about kind of the road you've taken just this season, your first season in the league, from reliever to starter and now all-star starter. I mean, that's got to be the exclamation point on a great first half for you.
Oh, definitely. To have such a great first half and make it into the All-Star game, awesome accomplishment, but we know as a team here we're not done yet, and I know as a pitcher here I'm not done yet. I made an All-Star game last year and didn't have so good of a second half, so definitely going to look to improve upon that this year, finish strong, have a good second half, and finish in the playoffs for sure, win a championship. So awesome accolades for the first half. I'm happy with the way I've pitched so far. We're happy with the way we've played, but we definitely want to continue.
Yeah, it's been a great half for you and the Patriots getting to celebrate, obviously, a first half championship. And now you get a little bit of time to celebrate an All-Star bid, not just yourself, but also 7 other teammates and an entire coaching staff, plus the town of Somerset, the front office, everything. What's that going to be like to make an All-Star game right here at home in front of the home crowd?
Oh, it's unbelievable. To have it at home, great. To have so many guys, I think we're the most represented team there. Yeah. Also an awesome thing with the coaching staff there, everything. It's going to seem, I mean, it's a vacation at home, basically, for the All-Star break. So we're all excited about it. We're all excited to experience it together as a team and just keep it rolling.
There you have it, Rick Teasley, All-Star starting pitcher for the Somerset Patriots. Rick, as always, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
There you have it, Patriots fans. All 8 Atlantic League All-Stars from the Somerset Patriots fired up and ready to go for this year's Midsummer Classic. That's going to do it for the pregame show. And finally, it's time for the biggest night of the year, the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game, right here, right now on ESPN.TV.
A pleasant good evening and welcome to TD Bank Ballpark, where tonight the Somerset Patriots host the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. The top talent in the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball converge right here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League. In the 20th season of baseball here in the Atlantic League, we get to present the third All-Star game in TD Bank Ballpark history. Well, welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. My name is Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We are streaming live on 1450 WCTC, WCTCAM.com, and we're also streaming live on SPN.TV and Facebook.com/Somerset Patriots. We're going Facebook Live for today's broadcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is going to be fun today. We have the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. It's the Liberty Division All-Stars going up against the Freedom Division All-Stars. All of the fun is presented by Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health, and Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. My name is Mark Schwartz, and this is going to be a good time. It's the third time that the ballpark here in Somerset has hosted the Atlantic League All-Star Game. 2 times it was Commerce Bank Ballpark in 2000 and in 2008. And here in 2017, the best talent and all of the best people in the Atlantic League converge here at what is now TD Bank Ballpark as we celebrate all of the talent here. It's the 20th season of baseball in the Atlantic League, and there's been a lot of accomplishments in this league so far. It's been a great year in terms of players having their contract purchased already, and that's been one of the calling cards for the Atlantic League over this league's entire history, really, and we are so proud to be able to host tonight's All-Star Game here at TD Bank Ballpark. Right now, as everything is going on, both teams are being announced onto the field. The Freedom Division All-Stars have already been announced. They are lined up down the third base line, while right now the Liberty Division All-Stars are being announced out of the first base dugout, and they are lining up down the first base line. The coaches for today's All-Star Game for the Liberty Division representation, it'll be the Somerset Patriots coaching staff. So Brett Jody is the manager of this Liberty Division team. It is the second consecutive season that he's been the manager of the Liberty Division All-Star team. He was the manager at last year's game over at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. So he's the manager. He is assisted by Corey Dommel, the Somerset Patriots pitching coach. He's assisted by Glenn Barker, the Somerset Patriots hitting and third base coach, Fox Beyer, the bench coach, and John Hunton, the Patriots closer, director of player personnel. He is also representing the Liberty Division team as the bullpen coach, whereas the Freedom Division All-Stars, they are being managed and directed by the Sugarland Skeeters coaching staff, because there was the Skeeters who won the 2016 Atlantic League Championship. So Gary Gaetti is the manager for Sugarland. He's assisted by Ronti Montalvo, who actually just finished throwing up a home run derby over on the field earlier today. And then it is Travis Scott, a player coach for the Sugarland Skeeters. He is also among the coaching staff. Both teams continue to be announced here at TD Bank Ballpark. There is a lot going on for today's ball game. There's a post-game fireworks show. It's the biggest fireworks display that we're ever going to have here at TD Bank Ballpark. There's a Revolutionary War theme. We had John Sterling, the voice of the New York Yankees. He was on earlier to present not only the players that are on the field, but also participate in the Home Run Derby. We have Liz Callaway, a Tony nominee. She is going to be performing the national anthem, which we'll carry here in SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC. Bert Zerk and the Superstars are going to be here. This ballpark is going to be packed. There are no seats that are still available. General admission seating only left here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League. It is going to be a fun night. We promise. We have all the mascots for all 8 teams are here as well, and we get to put on display everything that the Somerset Patriots, and more so, the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball have to offer. It's going to be a fun one here, guys. We're going to take one break. When we come back, we'll continue the pregame show and get ready for the national anthem. Once again, will be performed by Liz Callaway. All that coming up next on 1450 WCTC, WCTCAM.com, and SPN.TV. Mike, you could even add. The two honorary managers for the ball game were just announced. It is Sparky Lyle and Willie Randolph, both former New York Yankees, both members of the 1977 New York Yankees World Series championship team. It is the 40th anniversary of that championship team. Both of them have just been announced as honorary managers for this All-Star game. And the man who announced them as honorary managers, John Sterling, the voice of the New York Yankees. A really cool thing to see here at TD Bank Ballpark. There's a lot that's going to go on. So if you're watching us on SPN.TV, we're going to carry this entire pregame. If you didn't know yet, the theme for today's ball game is Revolutionary War. The reason being there's a lot of history here in Somerset County dating back to the Revolutionary War. There were battles, the Battle of Bound Brook, that was done right down the road. In fact, the ground on which TD Bank Ballpark was constructed is said to have been a major participant in the Revolutionary War. And in fact, the post-game party that's going to be held after this game is over across the street will be at the Van Horn House, which was used both, and it was occupied both by Patriots and the British, the Redcoats, during the Revolutionary War. They sort of exchanged the house as a quarter during the course of the Revolutionary War at different points during that war. So there's a lot of history in the area, and that is the theme for today's ball game. So right now there is an encampment that is getting ready to go right behind the second base bag in shallow center field. A drum and fife group out there along with muskets to honor the presentation. And now we're getting ready for the national anthem, which will be performed here by Liz Callaway. Now, Liz Callaway, a Tony nominee. Very honored to have her perform here. As everyone will rise and we get ready for the national anthem, we are going to bring you guys the national anthem performed today, and we're honored to have her performed here by Liz Callaway. for the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. Again, thank you so much to all the fans that are tuning in. We are broadcasting on 1450 WCTC, WCTCAM.com, SPN.TV, Facebook.com/Somerset Patriots, YouTube.com/Somerset Patriots as well. And we are getting ready to go. So it is time now to go over the TD Bank starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Freedom Division All-Stars. Again, they are managed by Gary Gaetti, assisted by Rafi Montalvo and Travis Scott. Hitting a curveball is hard. That's why there are no curveballs at TD Bank. They make it easy. Stop by and say hi. One human to another. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Member FDIC. Well, for the Freedom Division All-Stars, they are led off by Travis Witherspoon of the York Revolution. Following up, he's starting in center field. Batting second is Zach Wilson of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. He's at first base. The catcher and the number 3 batter representing the York Revolution is Isaias Tejeda. And the cleanup batter for the Freedom Division is Michael Snyder. He is also their designated hitter, and he represents the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Hitting fifth over at third base, and coming from the Lancaster Barnstormers, Sean Halton. Batting sixth, a former Lancaster Barnstormer, now turned Sugarland Skeeter. He's the starting shortstop for the Freedom Division today, and his name is Kevin Aarons. He hits seventh. Corey Vaughn, who was a late addition to the All-Star Game lineup for the Freedom Division after Devin Rodriguez was elected from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, but Devin Rodriguez couldn't participate for it in today's ball game because of an injury. So Corey Vaughn is plugged in as the starting left fielder for the Freedom Division. He is hitting seventh, again from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Batting eighth is Garrett Weber. And he'll start over at second base. Weber comes from the Lancaster Barnstormers. And rounding up the order for the Freedom Division All-Stars is Anthony Giansanti. He represents the Sugarland Skeeters, and he'll get the start over in right field. On the mound for the Freedom Division All-Stars is Michael Nix, certainly deserving of that title. But we'll get into Michael Nix a little bit more in the bottom of the first inning, as right now the managers have all converged over at home plate. Brett Jody representing the Liberty Division, talking with Gary Gaetti of the Freedom Division. And all of the umpires are down there as well. And, you know, this is a special day not only for all of the players and the staff and the fans that are in attendance, but it's also a special day for the umpiring crew. These umpires were chosen as the top representatives of the Atlantic League so far this season, and they get the honor of umpiring the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. The home plate umpire is Jorge Terran. At first base, it's Brian Miller. The second base umpire is Brian DeBrouwer. And over at third base is Warren Nicholson. Those are your umpires today for this All-Star Game. We have beautiful weather here at TD Bank Ballpark. There was a little bit of a concern going into the game and going into the day whether we would have clear skies and get ready for the game, and we have gotten very lucky here in central New Jersey. There was a little bit of a rain shower. It fell roughly around about 5 o'clock, 5:15, once gates opened here at TD Bank Ballpark. But that was only falling for maybe about 5 minutes, and it didn't get too hard. After that point, sky cleared up, the stands have filled up, and we are almost ready for baseball. It is Rick Teasley leading the Liberty Division All-Stars out of the first base dugout. And they have taken the field here in front of a packed house. But before we get underway, we have a town crier that will get us ready to go on the field. He got us ready to go for the Home Run Derby, which took place at 6 o'clock here today. And as Rick Teasley gets loose, we'll get ready for the town crier. But first, a little bit more information about Rick Teasley on the mound here for the Liberty Division All-Stars. It's his first season in the Atlantic League, first season with the Somerset Patriots, and boy, has he had an impressive season. 7-2 with a 2.85 ERA. Over 75 2/3 innings of work this season. He's allowed 71 hits, 29 runs, 24 earned, just 14 walks, and 49 strikeouts. Teasley gets the nod here at home. Opponents are hitting .249 against him, and it's quite an honor for somebody who, entering the season, after talking to him, he mentioned that his primary goal was just to make it out of spring training and make the team. And he started off the year as a relief pitcher for the Somerset Patriots, but eventually he was able to work his way into the starting role, and boy, has he flourished in that role. The southpaw getting loose right here from Port St. Lucie, Florida. He is done throwing his warm-up pitches, and here is our town crier. And with that, we get ready to go here. Chills going down my back. It is so great to be hosting this game. We hope to put on a nice production for all of the Atlantic League and all the baseball viewers around the world to see. As stepping into the right-handed batter's box to get ready is Travis Witherspoon as he works against Rick Teasley on the mound. Teasley works from the windup, and the first pitch of the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game is a fastball that misses low and inside to Travis Witherspoon, 1-0. And we are officially underway at 7:18 p.m. Eastern Time. Teasley from the windup, and the 1-0 is swung on and missed, 1-1. Now there is representation here at TD Bank Ballpark from all 8 teams in the Atlantic League, so we have more so a neutral crowd in attendance. The 1-1, broken bat grounder over to short. Charging in is Luis Hernandez. He makes the throw on to first. And that's the first out here in this ball game. So we'll set the defense now for the Liberty Division All-Stars. In the outfield, moving from left to right, Connor Bierfeld of the New Britain Bees, Darby Myers of the Bridgeport Bluefish, Justin Pacioli of the Somerset Patriots. Around the horn, Jovan Rosa at third base from the Bees, Luis Hernandez from the Bluefish at short, Elmer Reyes of the Long Island Ducks at second. Carlos Guzman from the Somerset Patriots is at first, and behind home plate, also from the Patriots, is Jovan Gonzalez. First pitch swinging here is Zach Wilson. He lifts it over towards shallow left field. In comes Connor Bierfeld. And there's quickly 2 out and nobody on here in the top of the first inning. There are 9 pitchers on each Atlantic League All-Star team. 9 pitchers for the Liberty Division, 9 pitchers for the Freedom Division. So off the bat, the plan for both of these managers, Brett Jody for the Liberty, Gary Gaetti for the Freedom Division, is that these pitchers are just going to go 1 inning each. Doesn't matter how quick it goes or how long it goes. The goal is to get every single pitcher into this ball game. And with that being said, Rick Teasley has 2 quick outs, and what an honor it is for Teasley getting the nod as the Liberty Division starter. Isaiah Tejeda steps in, and he swings first pitch, bloops it into shallow center. Racing in's Darby Myers, and a quick 1-2-3 inning for the left-handed Somerset Patriot Rick Teasley. We are underway here, and we will take a break. When we come back, we'll have the bottom of the first inning in the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Hyundai is prepping for our best 4th of July ever.
So what's your best deal?
Right now, you can save up to $6,000 on a new Santa Fe Sport.
And here's the best part.
America's best warranty comes on any new Hyundai.
Any new Hyundai.
The 4th of July sales event only happens once a year.
That's how we roll.
So it's go time.
Boom.
I'll take this one.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. And here's another reason to buy now. Hurry into your local Hyundai dealer today and get up to $6,000 in total savings on a Santa
Bottom of the first inning from TD Bank Ballpark for the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. It is time now to go over the TD Bank starting lineups for the Liberty Division All-Stars. Darby Myers of the Bluefish will lead off. Luis Hernandez of the Bluefish bats second. Jovan Rosa bats third. Angelo Sanko is the Raritan Building Services cleanup batter of the ballgame. And Raritan Building Services, we don't cut corners, we clean them. Connor Bierfeld from the Bees hits fifth. Carlos Guzman from the Patriots 6th, Elmer Reyes from the Ducks 7th, Yovan Gonzalez from the Patriots 8th, and Justin Pacioli from the Patriots bats 9th as they work against Michael Nix on the mound representing the Freedom Division, representing the Sugar Land Skeeters. It is Michael Nix who takes the mound here with an extremely impressive 2017 season so far. First pitch swinging's Darby Myers, and he grounds it just foul down the left field line, 0-1. A little more information about Michael Nix. He's 7-5 this season with the Skeeters with a 2.13 earned run average. 88 2/3 innings of work so far this season. He has struck out 65 batters against 29 walks, and opponents are hitting a minuscule 188 against him. He comes set. He works from the windup. The 0-1 to Darby Myers is a fastball that misses low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Myers representing the Bridgeport Bluefish, a .341 batter with 2 home runs and 25 runs batted in overall this season. Takes a 1-1 delivery outside for a ball, 2-1. His .341 batting average ranks second in the Atlantic League, trailing just his teammate Sean Burrows, who could not join us for the All-Star game today. Myers a right-handed batter. The 2-1 from Nix swung on, tomahawked, and skied foul over the backstop and out of play. And the count 2-2. Again, a packed house here at TD Bank Ballpark. It is standing room only. And what a treasure it is to be able to broadcast this game and have all of these fans here in attendance. A fine display for the Atlantic League. The 2-2 pitch here from Darby Myers, swing and a miss, strike 3. We have our first strikeout of the All-Star game. So with 1 out, we'll set the defense for the Freedom Division All-Stars. In the outfield from left to right, it's Corey Vaughn, Travis Witherspoon, Anthony Giansanti. Around the horn, Sean Houghton, Kevin Aarons, Garrett Weber, Zach Wilson at first, and Isaiah Tejeda behind home plate. As stepping in here, representing the Bridgeport Bluefish, it's Luis Hernandez. First pitch swinging from Michael Nix is fouled off, 0-1. Oh, I mentioned that the pitchers are probably only going to last about an inning for both sides in this ballgame, as both managers are determined to get everyone into this ballgame. So there's already a pitcher getting loose in the Liberty Division bullpen down the right field line. The 0-1 to Luis Hernandez, grounded through the hole up the middle. We have our first base runner of this ballgame. Luis Hernandez, a .276 batter with the Bridgeport Bluefish this season. He gets aboard on a ground ball single up the middle. So he'll lead off of first with 5 stolen bases in 7 attempts this season. And Jovan Rosa will step in. Jovan Rosa representing the New Britain Bees for today's ballgame. A .283 batter with 9 home runs and 42 runs batted in. He gets the nod as a number 3 batter. And Brett Jody last night at the All-Star Game Gala had a lot of very nice words to say about Jovan Rosa. He was very excited to get the chance to manage him here in Somerset today. The first pitch from Michael Nix is a fastball that misses low, 1-0. And one of the first things that you could go to with Jovan Rosa is he is a model of consistency, if there ever was one, in the Atlantic League. The 1-0 here to Rosa. Takes a breaking ball outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Rosa has played in every single game that has been played in the franchise history of the New Britain Bees. He has not missed a single game. All 140 games last year and all 76 games so far this year. Hernandez takes off from first as Rosa drills this one deep to left, and it's gone! Jovan Rosa gets the scoring started in the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. A 2-run shot down the left field line, and it's the Liberty Division All-Stars that are out in front 2-0. Rosa with 9 home runs overall during the regular season. He was able to turn on a breaking ball there from Michael Nix and rip it over the fence down the left field line. Rosa was not a participant in the home run derby earlier today, but he does show off his own power display. A 2-run home run for Jovan Rosa. And it's the Liberty Division leading 2-0 against a guy in Michael Nix who has been so outstanding as of late for Sugar Land that these 2 runs actually come as a bit of a surprise. Angelo Sanko of the Long Island Ducks steps in, takes a first pitch for a called strike, 0-1. Michael Nix, over his last 5 starts for the Skeeters, has not allowed a single earned run. You have to go all the way back to June 11th, the last time that Nix had allowed an earned run in a ball game. 0-1 here to Sanko is grounded foul down the first base line. 0-2. Over his last 5 starts, here are his lines. 7 scoreless innings, 6 scoreless innings, 9 scoreless innings, a complete game 2-hit shutout against the Long Island Ducks, then 6 scoreless innings and 6 scoreless innings. The guy has been in fuego as of late. 0-2 pitch here to Sanko, swing and a miss. And Michael Nix with his second strikeout, a nice breaking ball there, got the left-handed Long Island slugger out swinging. So 2 strikeouts here for Michael Nix in the first inning. And now Connor Bierfeld coming up to the really popular new song Despacito, getting some fans to sing along. He steps to the plate representing the New Britain Bees. It is a 2-0 Liberty Division lead on a Jovan Rosa 2-run home run here in the bottom of the first inning. And now Connor Bierfeld, a .274 batter with 13 home runs and 39 runs batted in, steps in. First pitch swinging, lifts it towards right. Chasing in is Anthony Giansanti. He makes the catch, and that retires the side. But it's the Liberty Division that's out to a 2-0 lead as we head to the second inning on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
If your child is facing a special health challenge, from chronic illness or autism to spinal cord injuries or developmental delays, it can feel like a long road ahead. But Children's Specialized Hospital is with you for every step, with the nation's most advanced care in multiple locations. And we bring your whole family by our side, adding your expertise to ours, because working together, we can bring children further than you've ever imagined.
Children's Specialized Hospital.
Hey fans, do you have a group of friends or coworkers you want to entertain? Then come to TD Bank Ballpark and party with the Patriots on our Audi suite level. Enjoy the next Patriots game you attend in a lap of luxury. Stop by the ticket office to find out more information on nightly hospitality, suite rentals, as well as seasonal plans that are still available. The Somerset Patriots suite level is brought to you by your New Jersey Audi dealers. Save time, check it online with the Supercuts mobile app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play. When it's time for a haircut, save time and check it online using their convenient mobile app or at supercuts.com. It's the top of the second inning here for the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. Thank you to everyone so much for tuning in. We have a new pitcher on the mound here, as the first pitch swinging to Michael Snyder is lifted towards deep left center. But ranging over is Travis Witherspoon. He runs it down and makes the catch for out number 1. So Snyder swinging quickly there. He represents the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. But on the mound now for the Liberty Division and representing the Bridgeport Bluefish is Rainey Lara. So Lara, who has been excellent so far this season for Bridgeport. He is the number 2 pitcher used by Liberty Division manager Brett Jody for today's ball game, and this comes with the Liberty Division holding a 2-0 lead. First pitch from Rainey Lara to the Lancaster Barnstormer right-handed slugger Sean Halton. Halton is missed in there for a called strike, 0-1. And the 0-1 from Lara, in for a called strike again. No balls and 2 strikes. Lara this season 7-4 with a 2.86 ERA with the Bridgeport Bluefish. 13 games, all starts. Slider misses outside here, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Over 78 2/3 innings, Lara has 48 strikeouts against 25 walks. And he has been a part of a very impressive Bridgeport Bluefish team that just came up short in their quest for the first half Liberty Division Championship. As this one's fouled off by Halton. Halton, and the count moves to 1-2. Sean Halton, a .253 batter for the Barnstormers with 16 home runs and 51 runs batted in. He was one of the participants in the home run derby earlier today, and going in, I thought he was one of the favorites. 1-2 here from Lara, drilled towards deep left center. Back goes Myers, turns around and watches that one go. A solo home run for Sean Halton. Well, he didn't hit that many in the home run derby, but he goes yard here in the top of the 2nd inning. And it's the Freedom Division that are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Well, we've been treated to the long ball so far here in this one. Jovan Rosso with a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 1st, and now Sean Halton with a solo home run here in the top of the 2nd inning. It's a 2-1 Liberty Division lead. And up to the plate comes Kevin Aarons of the Sugarland Skeeters. First pitch from Rainey Lara is a fastball that misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Lara from the windup, the 1-0, skied towards deep left center. Back goes the left fielder Bierfeld at the wall, and that one's gone. Back-to-back solo home runs for the Freedom Division. Sean Halton with a blast to left center, and Kevin Aarons with a solo shot over the left field fence. And we now have a tied ball game here in the top of the 2nd inning. The score 2-2. Aarons was not a participant in the home run derby, but here he takes Rainey Lara deep. So after the Liberty Division jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 1st, the Freedom Division have responded. 2 solo home runs from Sean Halton, and Kevin Aarons has tied up this ball game at 2. And now Corey Vaughn of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs steps in. First pitch swinging, drills it on a line foul down the 3rd base line, and the count 0-1. As here, Vaughn skies this pitch up along the infield left side. Underneath it's Jovan Rosa at 3rd, makes a one-handed catch, and there's 2 away. So 2 out, nobody on, in a tied ball game now. 2-2 is our score. Up to the plate will come Garrett Weber of the Lancaster Barnstormers. And Garrett Weber, who the Patriots know very well, steps in here, a right-handed batter. First pitch swinging, chops it foul, 0-1. Well, all of the batters for both teams so far today are swinging early, swinging often. They want to have an opportunity to give this sold-out crowd here at TD Bank Ballpark a show. And what a beautiful crowd it is so far tonight. 0-1 here to Weber, in for a called strike, 0-2. Weber, a .296 batter with 11 home runs and 32 RBI this season. As he lifts this one over towards the right side of the infield. Underneath it is Elmer Reyes. He's able to make the catch, and that retires the side. But 2 runs for the Freedom Division on back-to-back home runs, and it's a 2-2 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 2nd on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
We the people are tired of being surprised with extra monthly fees. We want HD and every box and DVR all included. Because we don't like surprises.
Yes, like changing up the celebrity at the end to someone more handsome and talented.
Really?
And British.
Switch from cable to DirecTV. Get 4 rooms with HD DVR and every box included for $25 a month.
Visit BellariDesign.com to learn more today.
Visit NJ.com, the #1 local source for news and information about New Jersey and our communities. From our schools to our streets, our city halls, high school sports, and pro sports, NJ.com, small news, big news, true Jersey. Have your monthly telephone costs been on the rise? Are you looking for better ways to communicate with your customers and remote employees? Or perhaps you're planning to move or expand your business? Ideacom Communications Group can help. Ideacom is a local, reputable company with the experience to provide a solution that's right for your business. Get the guys from Ideacom on your team by calling them today at 973-857-4440. That's one call that'll save you time and money. It's the bottom of the second inning here at TD Bank Ballpark. We're being entertained right now by Berserk, and they just threw away one of the all-star hats over the fence down the left field line. Berserk, certainly a big part of the entertainment here at TD Bank Ballpark today. Berserk, we also have the Superstars in attendance. We've got Revolutionary War characters, including George Washington, who's in attendance in this game. He's up on the concourse. And Berserk's going to have some fun throughout the course of the entire ball game. But it's a 2-2 score. And stepping up to the plate here, representing the Somerset Patriots, is left-handed hitting number 13, Carlos Guzman. And he gets a nice round of applause from the TD Bank Ballpark faithful. 2 runs, 2 hits for the Freedom Division. 2 runs, 2 hits for the Liberty Division. It'll be Carlos Guzman, followed by Elmer Reyes and Jovan Gonzalez here in the bottom of the second inning. And a new pitcher on the mound for the Freedom Division All-Stars. It is Brian Grenning, hailing from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. First pitch swinging here is Carlos Guzman. He fouls it off 0-1. Now, of course, I got an opportunity to talk a little more with the Somerset Patriots representation than I did with some of the other guys. But boy, is Carlos Guzman geeked up about playing in this ballgame. What an honor it is for him. 0-1, grounded over towards short. Long hop fielded by Kevin Aarons. And he's able to throw across the diamond in time for the first out. Guzman has made it public that this potentially is his last season in professional baseball. So what an honor it is for him to get selected into the All-Star game. But now it's Elmer Reyes stepping to the plate, a representative of the Long Island Ducks. Reyes hitting .301 this season with 2 home runs and 31 runs batted in, as he works against Brian Grenning on the mound for the Blue Crabs. Grenning's had a fantastic season, as the first pitch here to the right-handed hitting Reyes misses outside 1-0. And of course, I'm going to say he's had a fantastic season. I'm probably going to say that about all the guys in this ballgame, because that's the whole point. Reyes lines this one over to third, but a diving, leaping catch made by Sean Halton. He had a solo home run in the top of the second. Here, he robs Reyes of an extra base hit down the left field line. And there's quickly 2 away in the bottom of the second. Another nice round of applause here for Jovan Gonzalez, another representative of the Somerset Patriots. He steps in. But to talk about Brian Grenning, over 104 innings of work this season. That leads the Atlantic League. He has a 2.77 ERA, a 7-3 record, 61 strikeouts against just 13 walks. And consider that, 13 walks over 104 innings. First pitch here to Jovan Gonzalez, in for a called strike 0-1. And what a season it's been for Jovan Gonzalez as well. He's endeared himself to the Somerset Patriots fan base. Drills this one foul down the left field line. And quickly falls behind 0-2. Jovan hitting .326 this season with 3 home runs and 18 runs batted in. He's just 6 plate appearances shy of qualifying among league leaders. The 0-2 flared out foul territory down the first baseline. In comes Zach Wilson. He makes the catch. And the Liberty Division are quickly retired here in the bottom of the second inning. So we head to the third. 2-2 is our score for the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
RWJ Barnabas Health performs more adult heart transplants than any healthcare system on the East Coast.
I'm still here.
Our kidney transplant program ranks among the nation's top 10.
Still here.
And our lung transplant center is the only one in New Jersey.
I'm not going anywhere.
From corneal and pancreatic transplants to heart, kidney, and lung, our patients aren't who they used to be. They're better. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
At Hunterdon Family Medicine at Bridgewater, board-certified family practice physicians Drs. Klein and Shapiro provide a full range of medical services, including acupuncture. We look forward to caring for your family. Visit hunterdonhealthcare.org.
All right. Looking for a new or used car? There's no better place than the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of brands, located on routes 202 and 31 in Flemington, New Jersey, or at flemington.com. There you'll find a family-centered organization ready to take care of all of your automotive needs, as they have done since 1976. HealthQuest is a premier health and fitness club conveniently located on Route 31 North in Flemington. Open 7 days a week to serve Hunterdon County and Central New Jersey. HealthQuest provides high-quality family fitness, wellness, and athletic opportunities in an optimal, educational, friendly, and entertaining environment, utilizing state-of-the-art facilities available to the entire community. Berserk continues to entertain on the field here at TD Bank Ballpark, but we get set for the top of the third inning. And another new pitcher in the ball game here for the Liberty Division All-Stars. Brett Jody, a Somerset Patriots manager, calls to the bullpen and brings in John Brownell of the Long Island Ducks, a longtime nemesis of the Somerset Patriots. But that's besides the point, because this is an all-star game, and John Brownell is certainly deserving of an appearance in this ball game. He's on the mound. The righty for the Long Island Ducks will work against the 9-1-2 batters for the Freedom Division All-Stars. Anthony Giansanti leads off. First pitch from Brownell is a fastball that misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Brownell has made 15 starts for the Long Island Ducks this season. 7-1 record with a 2.92 ERA. 2.96 ERA, excuse me. Fastball misses low here to Giansanti, 2-0. Brownell now in his 6th season in the Atlantic League. All with the Long Island Ducks, the 2-0. Swung on, fouled off over the backstop and out of play. 2-1 is our count as he works against the right-handed hitting Anthony Giansanti, a representative of the Sugarland Skeeters. There's a fan who just dropped a foul ball who was on the suite level. That's why some of the fans are booing. Giansanti pops this one up again towards the suite level. And this one will come back in as well. And the fan made a catch, so there are the cheers. But for Giansanti, he's hitting .282 this season with 4 home runs and 25 runs batted in. A right-handed batter who has really had an excellent season for Sugarland, including an extremely impressive hit streak that took place earlier this season. 2-2 from John Brownell, misses low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Giansanti earlier this season from May 3rd to June 12th set a Sugarland Skeeters record with a 26-game hit streak. 3-2 here, misses inside, ball 4. And we have the first walk of this ball game. Anthony Giansanti and his 13 stolen bases on the year will take first on a free pass. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order and Travis Witherspoon of the York Revolution. Again, this game being broadcast simulcast on 1450 WCTC as well as SPN.TV. I'd like to take a second to thank our crews for both broadcasts. First pitch here to Witherspoon is grounded past the diving Luis Hernandez at short. Into left field, a base hit for Witherspoon in the Freedom Division. Have runners at first and second with nobody out against the longtime Atlantic League right-handed all-star John Brownell. We'd like to thank Mike Lawrence, who's running the boards back at our WCTC studios over in Somerset, doing a tremendous job as always. And I'd like to take a second to thank our SPN.TV crew in the broadcast booth right to my left, right next door. Chris Drabick running the direction of the broadcast, Jonathan Danica running the cameras, and Ed Fagan running the stats and the analytics for everything going on. Breaking ball here from John Brownell, misses low to Zach Wilson. And the count 1-0. So the Freedom Division are threatening here. They went down quietly in the top of the first inning when Rick Teasley of the Somerset Patriots tossed a 1-2-3 inning. Runners take off, and the fastball in for a called strike, and it's a successful double steal. Giansanti steals third, and then following suit on the double steal is Travis Witherspoon. He takes second. No throw was made by Jovan Gonzalez, as Giansanti had a very large jump off of Brownell. So runners at second and third with nobody out for Wilson. And the 1-1 swung on and lifted towards deep center. Myers ranges back. He turns around and watches that one go. Zach Wilson with a 3-run home run in the top of the third inning. And the Freedom Division are now out to a 5-2 lead here in the All-Star game. Well, Wilson had 12 home runs on the season, and earlier today he was crowned the 2017 Atlantic League Home Run Derby champion with 8 home runs in the first round, 4 home runs in the second round, and he just keeps it going here in the top of the third. A 3-run shot to center field off of the Ducks starting pitcher John Brownell, and it's the Freedom Division who have stormed back. They trailed 2-0 early, and now they lead 5-2. Brownell settles in. He'll work from the windup again as the breaking ball to Isaiah Tejeda crosses the heart of the plate for a called strike, 0-1. Tejeda flew out to center field his first time up. 0-1 to Tejeda, misses inside. It brushes him back, spins around. So Brownell has faced 3 batters. He walked Giansanti, allowed a ground ball base hit to Travis Witherspoon, and a 3-run home run to Zach Wilson. It's a 5-2 Freedom Division lead. 1-1 breaking ball, nips the inside corner. Tejeda with a smile back towards the home plate umpire for today's ballgame, Jorge Terran. And it's a 1-2 count to the York Revolution backstop. Pitch from Brownell, fisted towards shallow center. Myers comes in, he'll have to play it on a hop. And Isaiah Tejeda with a base hit. 4 consecutive Freedom Division players have reached base here in the top of the third. And for Tejeda, that's nothing new. He entered with a .302 batting average, second in the Atlantic League in hits overall with 80 on the season. So he's now 1 for 2. He'll lead off of first, and Michael Snyder will step in. It was a scoreless top of the first for Rick Teasley for the Liberty Division pitching. Rainey Lara then came in, allowed 2 runs in the second. And now John Brownell here in the third has allowed 3. As the breaking ball to Michael Snyder is skied foul down the right field line. A nice catch made by one of the fans who brought their gloves. And it's an 0-1 count. Snyder has been extremely impressive this season. And if not for Casey Hobson of the Lancaster Barnstormers, who recently had his contract purchased by the San Francisco Giants organization, Snyder might lead the league in everything. Check swing ground ball here through the hole on the right side of the infield. And when it's working, it's working. Michael Snyder has himself a base hit. That's the 4th hit of the inning for the Freedom Division All-Stars and the 5th consecutive batter to reach base. Runners at first and second with nobody out. And John Brownell will be tasked to work through this. Sean Helton comes to the plate now. He started off the scoring for the Freedom Division with a solo home run in the top of the second inning. Liberty Division got out to an early 2-0 lead on a Jovan Rosa 2-run home run. But we've already seen plenty of fireworks so far in this one as Halton, first pitch swinging, lines it towards deep center. But Myers has enough space. He makes the catch. Tagging up from second is Tejeda. He challenges the arm of Darby Myers, and the throw comes up a little late. So Tejeda with some solid base running. And both of these teams, man, they have come to play so far today. And we got a sense of it at the All-Star Game Gala last night, which was a beautiful event hosted by the Ryland Inn over in Reddington, New Jersey, about 20 minutes about southwest of where we're located here in Bridgewater. But both managers, they were talking during the gala, all in jest, as the first pitch here to Kevin Aarons misses upstairs 1-0. Gary Gaetti was the first one up on the stage to introduce the Freedom Division All-Stars, and one of the first things he did, he turned towards Brett Jody and said, hey, man, we're going for it. As Kevin Aarons pops this one up, foul down the first base line. It's Carlos Guzman, who has played an excellent first base this season. He's able to make the catch in foul territory. So Kevin Aarons is retired. And there's now 2 away in the top of the third. John Brownell looking to work his way through this third inning without allowing any further damage. He's already allowed 3 runs to this point on a 3-run home run from Zach Wilson of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. So up to the plate now comes Corey Vaughn. Vaughn is the 8th batter of the inning for the Freedom Division. Breaking ball here from Brownell, misses outside 1-0. But back to the gala. Gary Gaetti got on the stage. He turned to Brett, said, hey, man, we're going for it. And then Brett got right on the stage right afterwards and said, you best believe we're going to get it as well, go after it as well. Fastball here misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. And, of course, this is a celebration of all the top talent in the Atlantic League. It's a celebration of everything going on, not only on the field, but off the field as well. The 2-0 breaking ball is grounded foul down the third base line. But at its heart, at its core, this is a baseball game. And the players that are on the field are competitive by nature. And while it is an exhibition, the stats don't count, the record doesn't count. Unlike the Major League All-Star Game, the winner of this game doesn't decide who gets home field advantage in the Atlantic League Championship Series. 2-1 breaking ball here. Nice pitch from Brownell. He snaps it off. It drops in for a strike, and the count 2-2. So nothing is really up for grabs here in this All-Star Game except for bragging rights. And you best believe that these players want the bragging rights. 2-2 curveball from Brownell misses low. And that runs the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. With Corey Vaughn of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs at the bat, hitting .271 this season with 6 home runs and 33 runs batted in. 3-2 pitch coming. Swung on, grounded down the third base line. It deflects off of Jovan Rosa's glove. And that's going to score a run from third base. It'll be an RBI infield single from Corey Vaughn on a difficult play from Jovan Rosa. Tejeda scores from third. It's now a 6-2 Freedom Division lead. Well, how big now was that tag-up play from Isaiah Tejeda earlier this inning? Sean Helton hit a fly ball towards center field, and it was fairly deep. Tejeda decided to tag up from second, advance to third, and now he's able to score on that ground ball. First pitch to Garrett Weber in for a called strike 0-1. It was a sharply hit ground ball down the third base line. Rosa had to dive to his left. Tried to field it cleanly, but it hit off the heel of his glove, ricocheted into foul territory. As the pitch here to Weber misses upstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. No chance for Rosa to make the play. It would have been a fine play even if he fielded it cleanly and got to his feet and tried to throw it over to first. 1-1 breaking ball has Weber well out in front, and the count moves to 1-2. Brownell comes set, the 1-2 pitch. Another breaking ball, this one blooped towards center. Over is Darby Myers, he makes the catch, and that retires the side. But 9 batters come to the plate, and the Freedom Division plate 4 runs against John Brownell. We head to the bottom of the third, 6-2 Freedom Division on top on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Hey fans, all season long, the Somerset Patriots have teamed up with AARP New Jersey to offer its members discounted tickets to every Sunday home game. Just mention the code PATRIOTS3 and that you're an AARP member to get a buy one, get one free ticket discount to any Sunday home game. Be sure to visit AARP.org for more information on how you can become a member. AARP, real possibilities. With great rates, annual dividends, and exceptional customer service, NJM Auto Insurance is a home run with policyholders. You've got the green light. Get a quote today at startyournjm.com. NJM, extraordinary value in auto insurance. Mark Schwartz here on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Thank you so much for tuning in for the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. There's a new pitcher on the ball game for the Freedom Division. It is Jake Hale of the Sugar Land Skeeters. An impressive season for Hale. He is 5-2 with a 2.68 earned run average over 13 starts, 80 2/3 innings of work, 43 strikeouts against 18 walks. As he delivers this pitch over to Justin Pacioli of the Somerset Patriots, who grounds it over to third. It's bobbled but fielded by Sean Halton, who makes the play onto first base. So Justin Pacioli is retired here for the first out in the bottom of the third. It's a 6-2 lead for the Freedom Division All-Stars. 6 runs on 7 hits so far for the Freedom Division. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Liberty Division. And all of the damage, for the most part, coming with the long ball. Jovan Rosa had a 2-run home run for the Liberty Division that opened up the scoring in the bottom of the first inning, earlier in this ball game. First pitch fastball to Darby Myers, misses low, 1-0. The Freedom Division responded, back-to-back home runs from Sean Halton and Kevin Aarons in the top of the second, made it a 2-2 ball game as Myers here taps one foul. And then the Freedom Division opening it up in the top of the third, thanks to their Blue Crabs contingent. A 3-run home run from Zach Wilson and an RBI infield single from Corey Vaughn gave the Freedom Division 4 runs and has them in front 6-2. 1-1 pitch here to Darby Myers, lined into right field. That's a base hit. That's the third hit of the ball game for the Liberty Division. And now Myers, certainly a dangerous batter at the plate. He's also a dangerous base runner once he gets over to first. 17 stolen bases in 23 attempts this season for Darby Myers. He'll take his lead off of first, and his teammate Luis Hernandez, who normally bats right behind Myers in the lineup for the Bridgeport Bluefish, it is Hernandez who comes to the plate here. He had the first hit overall in this ballgame for either side. He was the first base runner. A 1-out single back in the first. First pitch from Jake Hale is a fastball that misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, in the top of the 4th inning, we're going to have a special guest join us here for the broadcast. Alan Karp, the Senior Vice President of Healthcare Management for Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, one of our game sponsors for today's ball game. Hernandez skies this one towards center field, but that's going to be playable for Travis Witherspoon. He's underneath it, makes a one-handed catch. Myers bluffs the tag from first, but he'll retreat after advancing about a third of the way towards second. So 2 out now with a runner at first in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We're going to give a My Rewards radio code here for this broadcast because it is the Liberty Division who are up to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd. So if you're a Somerset Patriots fan, go to your Patriots mobile app, go to the My Rewards section, and enter the code REPRESENTATION. And that'll get you some My Rewards points. Representation, as in there's a lot of Atlantic League representation at this ballpark here today. What a beautiful sight this is. As the fastball here to Jovan Rosa misses outside 1-0. Representation is your My Rewards radio code for any Somerset Patriots fans who have their mobile app. REPRESENTATION. That is your My Rewards code. Jake Hale tries to throw over to first, and I don't think he's necessarily trying to pick off Darby Myers as he turned around and just lollipopped a throw over to first. This game an exhibition, supposed to be fun for everyone. But there were a couple of stolen bases in the top of the 3rd inning for the Freedom Division on a double steal. See if Myers wants to take off here as the fastball to Jovan Rosa on the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. Again, the My Rewards code for this broadcast is representation. We'll repeat it on the Flemington Department Store postgame show after the conclusion of this ball game. Once again, Hale throws over. This time he throws over with a little more gusto Not so much a light toss. This time is a dart over towards first where Zach Wilson holds him on. But Myers back standing. He doesn't have a necessarily huge lead off of first as Rosa grounds the 1-1 delivery towards short. Fielded by Aarons. Underhand toss over to second. Weber guarding the bag. And that will retire the side. So no runs for the Liberty division on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We head to the 4th with the Freedom division on top 6-2 on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
Insurance is a complicated subject. Add a language barrier and it's just a disaster. My name is Melissa Estevez and I work for Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey at Horizon Connect. I love my job because I'm able to connect with the people. Once they realize they can come here and speak to someone in Spanish, they keep coming. Health insurance is very complicated, especially today. I love making it simple for people. It's something that makes me feel fulfilled.
Bank Ballpark for the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. Right now, a combination of Berserk and the Superstars are entertaining all of the fans in attendance, and we don't have the official number of the attendance just yet, but I know the Somerset Patriots' goal was to set a new Atlantic League record in terms of attendance. We'll get that later on down the road, but here in the top of the 4th inning for the Freedom Division, it'll be Anthony Giansanti to lead off, followed by Travis Witherspoon and Zach Wilson. There's a new pitcher in this ballgame for the Liberty Division All-Stars. It is Corey Reardon who is the new pitcher on the mound. So Reardon will work for the Liberty Division. And what a fine season it's been for Corey Reardon. So far this year in 14 starts, a 7-3 record with a 3.29 ERA. From the windup, the first pitch here to Anthony Giansanti, skied along the infield, left side. Underneath it is Luis Hernandez from the Bridgeport Bluefish. He makes a two-handed catch. One pitch and one away here in the top of the 4th. Giansanti now 0 for 1. He drew a walk and scored a run back in the 3rd inning. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order and Travis Witherspoon. Witherspoon, he is 1 for 2. He had a base hit his last time up. Again, pretty much we've had 8 total runs scored in this ballgame. 7 of those 8 runs have come on a home run. As the first pitch from Corey Reardon in for a called strike to Witherspoon, 0-1. Jovan Rosso with a 2-run home run in the 1st. And then back-to-back home runs for the Freedom Division from Sean Halton and Kevin Aarons in the 2nd. A 3-run home run from Zach Wilson in the 3rd. As the Freedom Division in front 6-2 here on a beautiful, gorgeous night for baseball at TD Bank Ballpark. The 1-1 from Corey Reardon is skied foul down the first base line. That's going to get into the stands. Take a high bounce against the lower concourse, and then a couple of fans who brought a glove fight for it down the right field line. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Travis Witherspoon. He's playing in this All-Star game. Has had a very fine season. Ranked 2nd in the league in triples. Tied for 4th in the league in hits with 78. Grounds this one foul down the 3rd base line, and the count holds at 1-2. Sounded like he broke his bat on that one. I believe he also broke his bat on the 6-3 putout that he grounded into all the way back in the 1st inning to begin this All-Star game. So Travis Witherspoon here in an exhibition game could potentially be working on his 3rd different bat of the evening. But it's Witherspoon at the plate, ranks 13th in the Atlantic League in batting on the season. A right-handed batter. The 1-2 pitch from Reardon, grounded over towards first, and it's through the hole on the right side of the infield, into right field for a base hit for Travis Witherspoon. That's his second hit of the ball game. And now 8 hits for the Freedom Division, and they've gotten off to a hot start after Rick Teasley, the starting pitcher for the Liberty Division, set down the Freedom Division in order in the top of the first. Teasley, a representative of the Somerset Patriots. After that, Rainey Lara of the Bluefish gave up 2. John Brownell of the Ducks gave up 4. And now Corey Reardon looking to limit the damage. But he'll have to work against the top of the order. And up to the plate comes Zach Wilson. First pitch from Lara to Wilson. Popped up, shallow right field. Out goes Elmer Reyes. In comes Justin Pacioli of the Somerset Patriots. And Pacioli able to make a nice one-handed catch. And Wilson is retired. Wilson already has a 3-run home run earlier today. So he's now 1 for 3. That'll bring Isaias Tejeda up to the plate for the Revolution. Pacioli over in right field, one of the representatives for the Somerset Patriots, one of 8 representatives here at TD Bank Ballpark today from Somerset. And what a story it's been for Justin Pacioli. An excellent article that came out in MyCentralJersey.com and the Courier News earlier today, written by the Somerset Patriots beat reporter Mike Ashmore. Really fantastic story. You guys need to give it a read if you can. Witherspoon takes off from first. The fastball's in for a strike, and the throw down to second just a bit late. Witherspoon dives headfirst in safely. It's an 0-1 count to Isaias Tejeda, but that's the second stolen base of the ballgame for Travis Witherspoon. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored and a pair of stolen bases. But back to Pacioli. Mike wrote a beautiful story about how Justin Pacioli was actually outside of baseball last year. The 0-1 to Tejeda, fisted towards right, over towards Pacioli, ranging back. He reaches up, but he drops the ball. And in to score all the way from second base is Travis Witherspoon. On to second goes Isaias Tejeda, and it's now a 7-2 lead for the Freedom Division here in the top of the 4th. Well, we'll see how that one is ruled. It looked like Pacioli misplayed it, took his first couple of steps in, and then started sprinting back towards deep right field. He's given a base hit. And it's going to be ruled a base hit. So Tejeda now with an RBI double. Pacioli had to reach up, and it hit off against the heel of his glove before falling to the ground. But he did have to reach back and make a somewhat difficult play. So Tejeda's given a double. That means he also gets the RBI. Witherspoon scores from second. It's a 7-2 Freedom Division lead. It's 3 consecutive innings for the Freedom Division in which they have scored a run. And now Michael Snyder at the plate. Snyder 1 for 2. He had a base hit in his last inning. First pitch swinging here. Grounds it over to third. A nice backhanded pick made by Giovan Rosa. It's throw over to first in time. And that retires the side. But the Freedom Division add another run. We head to the bottom of the 4th with the Freedom Division on top 7-2 on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Check your mailbox. You could find money in it. Money Mailer could be in your mailbox right now. You will find great offers from local area businesses you know and trust, including the Somerset Patriots. You can also find all of these offers and many more at moneymailer.com or on our new convenient Money Mailer app for Android and iPhone users. So start saving money now and look for your Money Mailer envelope, which might be in your mailbox today.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slam and hit. Come on and get patriotic.
Hi, I'm Sparky Lyle. I'm going to be at the ballpark all year long, and so should you. It's an all-star season.
It's slam and hit. Come on, get patriotic.
Ready to go? Welcome back here to TD Bank Ballpark for the bottom of the fourth inning in the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. What a special night it is here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League, and I have the pleasure of being joined right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC by Justin Edelman, the Senior Vice President of Corporate Partnerships with Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health. Justin, how are you doing today?
Incredible crowd, the fans, and everything, the energy in the ballpark is really amazing.
We've got a sold-out crowd here today. People are bouncing off of each other. They're falling on top of each other. Really, really special night here. And you guys, Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health, you're one of the game sponsors of this ball game today. What's included with your game sponsorship here today?
We are, and you know, we knew this was a special evening, and you know, we've been a partner and a supporter of the Somerset Patriots for a really long time, so we knew that it was really important to really get involved with this event. And you know, we've got our team out in the concourse right now, providing nutrition education and sports injury prevention education and wellness education. And we have a whole group of employees who are here supporting this game and this event.
You guys have been great longtime sponsors of the Patriots. By the way, it's the bottom of the fourth inning here. Angelo Sanko of the Long Island Ducks at the plate. First pitch here, the 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. On the mound is Daryl Thompson of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. But, of course, Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health, one of the game sponsors, partnered up with Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. Now, what is the importance of this partnership, not only between Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health and the Patriots, but also including Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey?
You know, it's really important, and we both share the same vision and mission of really keeping people healthy. And, you know, as we work with our community and serve the community, you know, it's important to us to really be out there, educate people, and work with them from a nutritional wellness standpoint. And Horizon shares a lot of those same values.
Angelo Sanko with a solo home run here for the Liberty Division in the bottom of the fourth inning. He takes Daryl Thompson deep. Sanko waves up to some of his family in attendance for this ball game. An impressive solo home run from Angelo Sanko to center field. And it's the Liberty Division. They're now within a run. The score 4-3. But I'm here talking with Justin Edelman, the Senior Vice President of Corporate Partnerships of Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health, one of our two great game sponsors for this ball game here today. Do you have anybody in attendance that you know of, or is it just a huge Robert Wood Johnson contingent?
We have a large contingent, but we have some of our senior members, our CEO and CEOs of both of our local hospitals, John Gantner from RWJ University Hospital in New Brunswick and Tony Cava from RWJ Hospital Somerset, both throughout first pitches tonight.
Oh, nice.
And really, we're here supporting this great night, and obviously Steve Califer, who's just a tremendous person here in the community.
Oh, now you guys have been longtime sponsors. I could see your billboard all the way out in deep left field. You guys have advertisements and production everywhere. Our on-deck circles are presented by Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health. Connor Bierfeld at the plate here. He skies the 1-1 delivery towards center field. Underneath it is Travis Witherspoon, who's able to make a one-handed catch. So one away, and up to the plate will come Carlos Guzman, one of the Somerset Patriots representatives in this ball game. But because you guys have been partners for such a long time, you know, the hope always is that the partnerships move forward towards the future. I know there's a lot of excitement building between both the Patriots and Robert Wood Johnson in terms of what we can build on moving forward.
Absolutely. We see a lot of great things in the future, from athletic training and sports injury prevention, and not only working with the players that are here, but extending that out to the fans that come out and attend the game. So we see a lot of opportunity. We love being out here and being a part of everybody that comes to all of these games and this entire community, and we can't wait for what the future holds.
Carlos Guzman with a base hit that deflects off of the glove of the second baseman Garrett Weber. So Carlos Guzman playing in front of his home crowd. He gets on base. He's 1 for 2. And the Liberty Division still trailing 7-3 with one out in the bottom of the fourth inning. Up to the plate comes Elmer Reyes of the Long Island Ducks. Now, Justin, have you ever been to an All-Star game before? Is this your first All-Star game?
I have not been to an Independent League All-Star game. I was at the Class A All-Star game down in Lakewood in 2013.
which got rained out, but for 2 innings. So I'm excited that we're playing ball here and we have such a beautiful night.
I was going to ask, how does this one compare to that one? But I guess that one had some rain issues.
It had a lot of rain issues. But this is just tremendous. There's so much energy here in this crowd, and just really love to see all the families that are out and the young kids and the access that they get, and to see the home run derby and to be able to see them get autographs before the game. It's really just tremendous.
Now, of course, one of the main things that a lot of organizations like to do when they sponsor with the Somerset Patriots, one of the reasons is to be able to give back to the community, to be able to get in touch with the people that are in this area. Do you feel like Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health has been able to do that through their partnership?
Absolutely. I mean, this is a cross-section of our community who come out to these games. And, we're here very often on the concourse, in the stands, any way that we can, connecting one-on-one with fans and people that are here. And frankly, a lot of our employees love to be a part of this. So a lot of our employees come out to games regularly.
Well, we have our Robert Wood Johnson badge nights that happen all across the season, and we always get excited. We know, all right, it's an RWJ badge night. We got a lot of people coming out. We got a lot of important people we got to put on a show.
Absolutely.
It's Elmer Reyes at the plate here with 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 away in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Freedom Division All-Stars leading the Liberty Division All-Stars 7-3. Fastball here to Reyes, misses inside. It's Carlos Guzman of the Somerset Patriots. He leads off of first base. And we're speaking with Justin Edelman, the Senior Vice President of Corporate Partnerships for Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health, one of our 2 awesome game sponsors for today's All-Star game, as Reyes swings through the fastball. Holding on to it's the catcher Isaiah Tejeda. And Reyes is set down on strikes. Now 2 away, and up to the plate comes Jovan Gonzalez. Now, you talked, Justin, at the beginning about how you guys have your concourse table that are set up over there. Can you talk a little bit about the kind of information that you guys are passing out and the sort of engagement that you're trying to get out of tonight?
Absolutely. We have some sports injury prevention experts out there on the concourse. We have some nutritionists who are there. We're providing just some general health information. So if anybody comes up to us, we're able to interact. We're able to then direct them to the information or a doctor if they need one.
That's really awesome. Was it a tough sell to get people to come out here for this game?
Oh,
your volunteers?
Absolutely not.
I can't imagine it would be, right?
They absolutely love being here.
Yeah. You just mentioned baseball, All-Star game, packed house, firework. We got our biggest fireworks show we're ever going to host here at the ballpark, and it's set up after this game, and it's presented by you guys, which is very exciting.
Look, as I said, we couldn't be more excited or happier for what we're seeing out here, and it's all about the fans and the community and being able to give back. And if we're able to help put a little better product out here in the stands and provide a little bit more for everybody, that's really exactly what we're looking for.
2-1 pitch here to Jovan Gonzalez is fouled off. 2-2. Now, if somebody wanted to find out more information about Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health, whether it be through a website or social media accounts, are there ways for fans to be able to do that?
Absolutely. We can drive people right to the website at rwjbhinfo.org.
Okay.
And they can certainly Google us if that's easier. And we have physicians and specialists and obviously 11 hospitals actually around the state. So we really have coverage throughout the state of New Jersey as the state's largest healthcare system.
All right, well, a diving catch from Corey Vaughn robs Jovan Gonzalez of a base hit, and that'll retire the side here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Again, Justin, such a pleasure. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having us.
No problem. That was Justin Edelman, the Senior Vice President of Senior Vice President of Corporate Partnerships at Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health. We'll take a break, come back for the top of the 5th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
I would imagine behavioral health care would be
Behavioral health care?
Heard of it, but I don't know.
I really couldn't tell you the difference.
help with their emotional and mental health.
I'm not really sure.
Carrier Clinic thinks differently about behavioral health care, applying new scientific advances to treat mental illness and addiction, replacing routine care programs with alternative treatments and new measurable levels of compassionate care. For the best in behavioral health care, think Carrier.
So we'll go out and then just have. All right, we'll just talk. We'll schmooze. Welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark here for the top of the 5th inning of the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. Mark Schwartz, now I have the honor of being joined alongside John Pearson of Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, the Executive Director of Corporate and Social Responsibility. John, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Now, you guys are one of the game sponsors for today's ball game, and what a show we have so far today. We've got all the entertainment. We've got our biggest post-game fireworks show coming up afterwards, but Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, you guys have been very long-time sponsors of ours and big-time sponsors. Can you talk a little bit about the partnership and what's gone into it so far?
Sure. No, so I'm proud to say I've been with the company my 23rd year. We've been partners with the Patriots for 20 years. So, and I've been involved in all of those 20 years in some capacity. And we're thrilled to be here tonight as co-presenting sponsor with the Robert Johnson Hospital, Barnabas Hospital. They're a terrific organization, and we're very like-minded. You know, we're all about health, wellness, nutrition, the community. So this is a great platform for us to do that.
We have a new pitcher in the ball game here for the Liberty Division All-Stars. It is David Kubiak, a Somerset Patriots representative, as he works against Sean Halton for the Freedom Division, representing the Lancaster Barnstormers with a 7-3 Freedom Division lead here in the top of the 5th. Again, being joined alongside John Pearson, the Executive Director of Corporate and Social Responsibility for Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, as the fastball's in for a strike and the count 2-1. Now, I know that you guys always have your huge setup over at Section 201 with a lot going on. Can you talk a little bit about your direct involvement and what you have going on at the ballpark here today?
Sure. No, we're glad to be here. We're providing information. You know, about 50% of the folks that come to the stadium by default are Horizon members. Given our market share, we'll have 4 million customers. So we want to make sure that our members have access to all the tools that we provide as a customer. So things like 24/7 nurse hotline, telemedicine, and other services that are baked into their product, as well as any other consumers that may have an interest in one of our products or services. And then we also are doing a lot on prevention, different types of chronic diseases, information, nutrition, those type of things.
That's awesome. Sean Halton grounds this one over towards short. It's fielded and thrown onto first base. One away, and up to the plate comes Kevin Aarons. You guys also have your Horizon Healthy Plate concession stand located down the left field line. That's been there for a couple of years also, and you know it's really offered a lot of every fan that comes into this ballpark an opportunity to eat healthy. I know that's one of the big initiatives that you guys have going on.
Yeah, we're really proud of that and partnering with the Patriots. It's another choice for your fans. So it's the healthy choice at the Horizon Healthy Plate. We change the menu every year. We post the caloric intake. We work really hard with nutritionists and also the food service vendor here at the ballpark to make sure it's tasty, sourcing the right products, and we're proud of it. It's kind of changing a little bit of the environment here at the ballpark. We do this in other venues across the state as well. So, again, it's about choice, and we hope folks like the Horizon Healthy Plate choice for them and their families.
I will say this, and I'm not lying. I've maintained this for the last couple of years. The black bean burger that you guys serve down there, that is my favorite food option here in this ballpark.
It's good to hear.
No questions.
Good to hear.
I get that every opportunity that I get. I love it. And for any of our fans that might be watching or listening or anything along those lines, you don't just have to get the black bean burger. You can get whatever you want over there.
Yeah,
but that's my choice, and I love it over there.
And tonight we're giving out special tonight about 500 vouchers, discount vouchers to go sample the Horizon Healthy Plate. So that's another incentive. We want to make sure people know about it and go sample the bean burger or whatever else you like.
If I wasn't tied to the broadcast,
we'll go get you one now. We'll bring it in.
Yeah, tell somebody to bring it over here. But honestly, I do love that burger. As the fastball here is fouled off. Kevin Aarons at the plate with a 2-2 count and one away in the top of the 5th inning in the Freedom Division, leading 7-3. David Kubiak on the mound. This one grounded softly back to Kubiak, who fields, underhand tosses it onto first in time for the second out. Again, we're talking with John Pearson, the Executive Director of Corporate and Social Responsibility for Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey. They're one of the presenting game sponsors for the 2017 All-Star Game. Now, you guys have partnered with Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health, to put this together. Can you talk about the importance of the partnership, not only between Horizon and the Patriots, but also including Robert Wood Johnson in this as well?
Well, starting with the Patriots, it all starts with Mr. Califer and his entire team that's been around for many, many years. First-class organization. You guys do everything above board. So it made it really easy when the Patriots asked the leading health insurance company in the state and one of the leading providers in the state to come together. We're both like-minded in terms of health, wellness, family involvement, community involvement. So it was a perfect way to showcase the three partners in tonight's ball game. And it really doesn't work without the fans. And the Patriots have great fans, and they're here in droves tonight. I think it's pretty much sold out, standing room only. So terrific night to promote what we're trying to do in the community. So we're glad to be part of it.
It really is a perfect night. And we were talking about it before you came on the air, that there was a concern of some weather going into tonight. But, man, even with the little bit of the weather concerns, these are passionate fans here. And they came out in numbers to support the Patriots, to support Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, as well as Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health. It's Garrett Weber who's at the plate right here after Corey Vaughn drew a walk. Weber swings through the fastball and is set down strike 3. Again, John, thank you so much for joining us here on the air.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night. We're glad to be part of it. Thank you so much.
No problem. That was John Pearson. He's the Executive Director of Corporate and Social Responsibility for Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, a great longtime sponsor of the Somerset Patriots and a presenting sponsor of today's All-Star Game. We'll take a break and come back for the bottom of the fifth on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
Hyundai is prepping for our best 4th of July ever.
So what's your best deal?
Right now, you can save up to $6,750 on a new Sonata.
And here's the best part.
America's best warranty comes on any new Hyundai.
Any new Hyundai.
The 4th of July sales event only happens once a year.
That's how we roll.
So it's go time.
Boom.
I'll take this one.
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. And here's another reason to buy now. Hurry into your local Hyundai dealer today and lease a Sonata for an incredibly low $129 a month. Or get up to $6,750.
Is home to the Jack Cuss Baseball and Jenny Finch Softball Academies. Diamond Nation is a top draw for prominent youth, teen, and high school tournaments and is dedicated to providing top-flight instruction, private lessons, and outstanding camps for individuals and teams. Visit us at DiamondNation.com. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots Baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. It is a 7-3 lead here in the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. A 7-3 lead for the Freedom Division All-Stars. Justin Pacioli will lead off the inning for the Liberty Division, a Somerset Patriot representative. As the first pitch here to Pacioli at the knees for a called strike 0-1. There's a new pitcher in the ball game as well here. In the bottom of the 5th, representative of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The 0-1 here, misses low to Pacioli. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gabby Hernandez on the mound. Hernandez from the windup, and the 1-1 to Pacioli is grounded over towards third. Long hop fielded by Sean Halton, who makes the throw on to first. A new first baseman in the ballgame now for the Freedom Division. As Pacioli thrown out, 1 away. So Pacioli 0 for 2 in this ballgame, 2 groundouts to third. The new first baseman is Michael Burgess. And this is about the time of the evening where we're going to start seeing some replacements, so both managers can get their entire rosters into the ballgame. So Michael Burgess, a former Somerset Patriot, turned York Revolution. He's a York representative here today. And he gets to man first base, a place that he used to man wearing a red, white, and blue jersey. As Darby Myers, first pitch swinging, bloops one into shallow center field. That drops in a base hit. And Darby Myers is 2 for 3 today. He's been working as a bit of a table setter for the Liberty Division, but the only runs that the Liberty Division have scored so far have come on home runs. A 2-run home run from Jovan Rosa in the first inning, and a solo home run from Angelo Sanco in the fourth. That has supplied all 3 runs for the Liberty Division. Now up to the plate comes Luis Hernandez. This will be his third at-bat. Oftentimes, managers like to give the starters 3 at-bats in this ballgame, as Hernandez fouls off the fastball and the count 0-1. The thing is, there will be a couple of players on both teams that have to play all 9 innings, and I don't say that as a bad thing. I mean, that's a good thing for them. They get to play the entire ballgame. But the reason being is that these rosters are limited. It's only a 22-person roster for both sides. There's 9 pitchers, so the goal is for each pitcher to be able to get into the ballgame at least once. Well, only once. You can't come in and be taken out. I mean, that's baseball. I know better than that. Curveball here misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. But with only 13 position players available, simple math, and I'm going to say simple math and I'm going to mess it up, but math would dictate that there are 4 bench players for each side, meaning that there are 5 position players that are going to have to play all 9 innings. And we'll see which players from both sides get the nod. Myers takes off here as the 1-1 is grounded softly down to first. It's fielded by Burgess. He steps on the bag in time. Hernandez retired. On to second base goes Darby Myers. So quickly there's 2 out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 5th inning with the Freedom Division leading 7-3. 7 runs on 9 hits, no errors for the Freedom Division. 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors for the Liberty Division. On a beautiful evening for baseball. Again, a huge thank you to the 2 interviews that we just had, both John Pearson, the representative from Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, as well as Justin Edelman with Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health, our 2 presenting sponsors for this ball game. Jovan Rosa, first pitch swinging here against Gabby Hernandez. Swings through the fastball and the count 0-1. Rosa had a 2-run shot back in the first inning. I believe New Britain Bees fans call Jovan Rosa home runs Rosa bombs. So that's what we'll call it. 0-1 here from Gabby Hernandez is a fastball that misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Meanwhile, it's been a very strong season for Hernandez. He's on the mound here. 6-1 with a 2.92 ERA, and he has been a long-time Southern Maryland Blue Crab. In fact, him and the guy that preceded him in this ballgame, Darrell Thompson, they are among team leaders in basically every single pitching category that you could have, aside from saves. I mean, those 2 guys have been focal points for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs over the last couple of years, and major reasons why the Blue Crabs have had such a strong season so far this year. Hernandez from the stretch, the 1-1 to Rosa, misses inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hernandez set a career high and a Southern Maryland Blue Crabs team high single season record with 150 strikeouts last season with the Blue Crabs. This season, 83 strikeouts through 83 and a third innings. 2-1 to Rosa is fouled off. Deflects off the glove of the new catcher in the ballgame for the Freedom Division. It is now Anderson De La Rosa who is manning behind home plate. So those are a couple of the changes that the Freedom Division have made. Michael Burgess at first, De La Rosa behind home, and I can't tell if there's been any other changes just yet. It looks like everyone else has remained the same. The 2-2 to Rosa is fouled off. So the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the only other position players that are left that haven't been used yet would be Vladimir Frias of the Lancaster Barnstormers and Alonzo Harris of the York Revolution. We'll see when they are used by Gary Gaetti as the fastball here misses upstairs to Rosa. The count 3-2. Actually, it looks like Frias is over at short, so there's one. And in center field, I imagine that is Alonzo Harris. We'll see. It's hard to tell. Harris has played multiple different positions. He could play right field as well, so it could be him in right. The 3-2 to Rosa, swing and a missed strike 3. Gabby Hernandez works around a one-out base hit from Darby Myers. And the Freedom Division continues to lead 7-3. We head to the top of the 6th here on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
RWJ Barnabas Health performs more adult heart transplants than any healthcare system on the East Coast.
I'm still here.
Our kidney transplant program ranks among the nation's top 10.
Still here.
And our lung transplant center is the only one in New Jersey.
I'm not going anywhere.
From corneal and pancreatic transplants to heart, kidney, and lung, our patients aren't who they used to be. They're better. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Somerset Patriots. Are you an early bird or a night owl? Well, TD Bank is both. You see, TD Bank has the longest hours. They're also open 7 days a week. Of course, you can always visit them online at tdbank.com or give them a ring at 888-751-9000 because you could talk to an actual person 24/7, 365 days a year. It's all part of what they call banking human, and it's why TD Bank is America's most convenient bank. Member FDIC. Somerville Aluminum wants you to love the savings now and later. Get 10% off energy-efficient and money-saving Signet Pro Via premium doors and Sunrise Restoration windows. Visit SomervilleAluminum.com for more details. The Superstars continue to entertain here down the first base line at TD Bank Ballpark. Hard to see who some of the characters are on the field. I think it's Monkey Mantle is one of them, which makes sense. Another one took off his jersey, but he's wearing a New York Yankees hat, so I can't tell who he is. And then the third one was some sort of bird. I didn't get a chance to see it. Anyway, it is Monkey Mantle. I got one of them correct. Either way, they always have those funny little name sort of things that go along with their entertainment. But it's a 7-3 Freedom Division lead. A new pitcher in the ball game. Nate Rowe is the new pitcher. Here in the 6th inning, a Plainfield, New Jersey native, a very special occasion here for Nate Rowe. He's had a strong season with the Bridgeport Bluefish, and now he gets an opportunity to play in an all-star game in front of plenty of friends and family who grew up just down the road. So it's Nate Rowe who's on the mound here. And there's been a couple of changes in the Liberty Division lineup as well, and we'll get to those in a moment. First pitch swinging here is Anthony Giansanti. He skies this one foul. Nope, over towards second. Underneath it is Tyler Bortnick, one of the changes, a Somerset Patriot representative. One pitch and one away to Giansanti. So Tyler Bortnick is in the ballgame now for the Liberty Division. He's over at second base. The new catcher is Alex Berg of the Long Island Ducks. So Yovan Gonzalez's night has come to a close with Nate Rowe on the mound. Now Alonzo Harris steps in. So it was Alonzo Harris who took Travis Witherspoon's spot in center field. So the Revolution have used all of their replacements. Harris at the plate here, so Witherspoon is now out of this ball game. So the right-handed hitting Alonzo Harris, wearing his bright gold York Revolution batting gloves, takes a fastball outside from the right-handed reliever from the New Britain Bees, Nate Rowe. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch here to Harris. Line drive over Jovan Rosa and into left field, a base hit. Harris speeds around first, but he'll hold there. So Alonzo Harris gets on base in the leadoff spot for the Freedom Division, playing very well. Travis Witherspoon was 2 for 3 with a pair of stolen bases, a pair of runs scored. And now it is Alonzo Harris with a base hit here. 1 out, runner on first. And now Michael Burgess gets his first plate appearance after entering the game for Zach Wilson. So Burgess, the left-handed batter, steps in against Rowe, and the first pitch here to Burgess is a fastball that misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Burgess, of course, used to play here at TD Bank Ballpark, but he's had a strong season for the York Revolution. Taking off from first is Alonzo Harris. Alex Berg's throw down to second won't be in time. A stolen base for Harris. And that just continues the trend for the leadoff spot for the Freedom Division. They are not taking the foot off the pedal. They lead 7-3, but they are here to win this ball game. And Alonzo Harris doing well there. Harris, a .318 batting average this season. 14 stolen bases in 20 attempts. So he's able to swipe second base there. And now Michael Burgess at the plate, a .266 batter for the Revs this year. 11 home runs and 37 runs batted in. Not as much of a stolen base threat as Harris is. The 2-0 to Burgess is skied foul down the left field line out of play. Towards the Somerville Aluminum party deck, where a lot of the Atlantic League staff, mostly front office staff, and some special VIPs for today's ball game are located, enjoying an all-you-can-eat buffet, as we offer every game here at TD Bank Ballpark, every regular season Somerset Patriots home game. Nate Rowe works from the stretch. 2-1 to Burgess is fouled off to the screen behind him. And the count now 2-2. A sold-out crowd here at TD Bank Ballpark for today's 2017 All-Star Game. What a pleasure it is to be hosting the Midsummer Classic here in the 20th season of baseball in the Atlantic League. Nate Rowe stares back towards second. 2-2 pitch to Burgess. Grounded past Carlos Guzman down the right field line. That'll be an RBI extra base hit for Burgess. He's on his horse heading for second. He dives head first, beats the throw in to score from second base is Alonzo Harris. And the Freedom Division bump out their lead. It's now 8-3 here in the top of the 6th. Well, just like the leadoff spot's been well for the Freedom Division, the number 2 spot is now playing well as well. It's Michael Burgess with an RBI double. Earlier this ballgame, hitting out of the 2 spot, Zach Wilson had a 3-run home run. But an impressive showing offensively for the Freedom Division All-Stars so far. Now 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors for the Freedom Division. 3 runs on 6 hits. And no errors for the Liberty Division. Harris scores from second. Trading places with him over at second is Michael Burgess. And now Anderson De La Rosa gets his first at bat. And the first pitch here from Nate Rowe misses low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. De La Rosa, a .260 batter with the Lancaster Barnstormers. 3 home runs, 25 runs batted in. Been pretty much an everyday player for Lancaster. The 1-0 here from Rowe. Swung on, popped up, foul territory behind home plate. That'll land out of play. Alex Berg comes back and gives it a look as the Lancaster Barnstormers mascot Silo, who is right behind home plate, races up and gives one of the fans who got the ball a hug. All 8 Atlantic League mascots are in attendance today. We've got Silo from the Barnstormers, BB from the Bluefish, Downtown from the Revolution, Swatson from the Skeeters. I know I'm going to be missing teams as I go through this. Pinch from the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, Quackerjack from the Long Island Ducks, Sting from the New Britain Bees. 1-1 here to De La Rosa. Check swing. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. I already said BB from the Bridgeport Bluefish, which means the last mascot, who we have not mentioned yet, but of course, here at TD Bank Ballpark, he is the favorite. It is Sparky. Sparky is also in attendance for this ball game. 2-1 from Nate Rowe is fouled off, and the count 2-2. Of course, the Patriots also really have 3 mascots. Sparky's the official team mascot, but you also have Slider, Sparky's best friend, and General Admission. Last night, General Admission actually got an opportunity to have a nice long conversation with George Washington. George Washington is in attendance today. Got a chance to throw out the first pitch before the game. I guess he wasn't too busy crossing the Delaware River. He was able to come out tonight as De La Rosa grounds this one foul down the third base line. So the count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's the second time that George Washington has actually made an appearance here at TD Bank Ballpark. Our nation's first president came to a game last season as well. And we're very honored to have such an esteemed guest join us for such a prestigious evening of Atlantic League Baseball. The 2-2 here to De La Rosa misses outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nate Rowe on the mound here for the Liberty Division. Over 34 appearances this season. He's got a 3-3 record with 1 save, but a 3.28 earned run average. A right-handed pitcher again from Plainfield, New Jersey, a Rutgers alum. De La Rosa grounds this one through the hole on the right side. Burgess will be held up at third. Up with the ball quickly was Justin Pacioli, and the throw cut off along the infield by Carlos Guzman. So a base hit for Anderson De La Rosa. And the Freedom Division All-Stars are getting some solid swings off of Nate Rowe here. And now Michael Snyder will come up. So Michael Snyder remains in the ballgame. I didn't get a chance to talk too much about Michael Snyder the last time that he was at the plate. Right now he's 1 for 3, but this is a guy who has had such an outstanding season for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Overall hitting .287 with 18 home runs and 55 runs batted in. But this is a guy, his batting average ranks 14th in the league. He's 2nd in the league in home runs, 2nd in RBI, 2nd in runs scored. As the breaking ball here drops in for a called strike, 0-1. He's also 3rd in hits, 1st in total bases, 1st in doubles, 1st in extra base hits, and 2nd in slugging. The guy is among league leaders in basically every offensive category. What a season it's been for him. The 0-1 here from Nate Rowe is chopped foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. And really, what a middle of the order the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs have. And you have guys like Michael Snyder and Zach Wilson that are consistently their 3-4 batters. And you can even look at different parts of their lineup. Corey Vaughn, who's in the All-Star game today, he normally hits anywhere between 5th and 7th in the Blue Crabs lineup. Devin Rodriguez, who's hurt, so he wasn't able to play today, but he was selected to the All-Star game. All he's done is hit close to a 400 clip. As this one from Snyder fisted into right field, and that drops in, a base hit. In to score from third base is Michael Burgess. An RBI single for Michael Snyder. And that's his 2nd hit of the ballgame, and it's now a 9-3 Freedom Division lead. They have taken complete control of this ballgame. Already 2 runs home here in the 6th. Over to 2nd goes Anderson De La Rosa. Now Sean Halton steps in. Halton opened up the scoring for the Freedom Division with a home run back in the 2nd inning. The first of back-to-back home runs from Sean Halton and Kevin Aarons. And that began a long evening of scoring for the Freedom Division. So Nate Rowe works on the mound with runners at 1st and 2nd and 1 out. First pitch swinging, here's Halton. Swings over a breaking ball. And the count 0-1. The Liberty Division was actually the first team to score in this ballgame. All the way back in the 1st, Jovan Rosa with the 2-run home run. 0-1 here from Nate Rowe is grounded over towards short. Could be 2. Fielded, shuffled over to 2nd for 1. The turn to 1st in time. An inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. And we head to the bottom of the 6th with the Freedom Division up 9-3 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Welcome to the brand new Somerset Patriots app. What is an app? Everything Somerset Patriots, all at your fingertips. The Patriots My Rewards program. Download this free app today at the Apple Store or Google Play. I might not know what an app is, but this one is really fun.
Okay, class, as you know, today is career day, and we have a very special guest in.
View a full inventory of new Ford cars and trucks online at Fullerton.com.
Wet wipe?
For complete family eye care, the Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. Oh, welcome back to the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game here at TD Bank Ballpark. My name is Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much for tuning in for this broadcast. We have Mike Lawrence, who's doing a tremendous job running our boards back on 1450 WCTC over at our CTC studios in Somerset. Meanwhile, in the broadcast booth next to me, Chris Drabick, Jonathan Danica, and Ed Fagan are running our video broadcast. So the ESPN.TV stream, along with our stream going out on Facebook.com/Somerset Patriots and YouTube.com/Somerset Patriots as well. It's been a lot of fun so far tonight. It's a 9-3 Freedom Division lead. 9 runs on 13 hits for the Freedom Division. It's 3 runs on 6 hits for the Liberty Division. It's Angelo Sanko who will lead off the 6th inning for the Liberty Division, a representative of the Long Island Ducks. Sanko hit a solo home run back in the 4th inning. It's the last run that the Liberty Division have scored, but they trail by 6. It's been pretty much all Freedom Division so far. Scott Schumann's the new pitcher, and he fools Angelo Sanko with the fastball upstairs, 0-1. Schumann, who's had an extremely impressive season with the Lancaster Barnstormers coming out of their bullpen. He's on the mound here. A right-handed pitcher working against the left-handed hitting Angelo Sanko. Golfs at 1 and misses low, and a count 0-2. There's a really impressive combination of both starting pitchers and relief pitchers on both of these teams. And Schumann certainly fits the bill in terms of a reliever. As the fastball here to Sanko, the designated hitter for the Liberty Division today, misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strike. Schumann, a right-handed pitcher. He works exclusively from the stretch with nobody on base. And he carries a 1.72 earned run average this season. As the fastball to Sanko misses upstairs, appealed down to the third base umpire Warren Nicholson. Said that Sanko didn't go, and it's a 2-2 count. 32 appearances so far for Scott Schumann on the season. 2-0 record. Has not recorded a save, but he's not the closer for Lancaster. That's Anthony Carter. But again, a 1.72 ERA. Just 6 earned runs over 31 1/3 innings of work. As Sanko lifts this one towards the left, but playable. Charging in is Corey Vaughn. He lines it up to make the catch. And that's the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sanko, of course, was a participant in the Home Run Derby earlier today. He was eliminated after the first round. The championship round for the Home Run Derby was between 2 Freedom Division representatives. It was Garrett Weber from the Lancaster Barnstormers and Zach Wilson of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Wilson eventually won with 4 home runs in the championship round. And now up to the plate, another home run derby participant, Connor Bierfeld, the team leader in home runs for the New Britain Bees with 13 on the season. A right-handed batter steps in here to work against the right-handed throwing Scott Schumann. First pitch to Bierfeld, swung on, fouled off, and a count 0-1. Bierfeld's 0 for 2 so far today. The Patriots with, not the Patriots, oh boy, that's a habit. The Liberty Division champion, the Liberty Division All-Stars, 3 runs on 6 hits so far. 0-1 to Bierfeld, swings on a fastball upstairs, swings right through it from Schumann, and the count 0-2. Bierfeld ranking 5th in the Atlantic League in home runs with 13. Also ranks 6th in the league in runs scored with 41. A right-handed batter has a black sleeve going down his right arm, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And on the follow-through from Connor Bierfeld, his right hand, which is his top hand if you are a right-handed batter, his right hand came off the follow-through, and he pointed right at Schumann, held that point for about 2 seconds, and then lifted up his thumb as if to say, you know what, that's a good pitch. Good job. And that's always something that's great to see in these all-star games. Of course, these guys are competitive. They want to win. But at the end of the day as well, you know, it's supposed to be a celebration of the entire league. These are the best talents that are available in the Atlantic League this season. And you got to give props when props are due. Can't knock the hustle. First pitch here from Schumann is a fastball that misses low to Carlos Guzman. And the count 1-0. And Connor Bierfeld certainly giving Scott Schumann props there, giving him a thumbs up after a very strong pitch. So 2 out and nobody on in the bottom of the 6th. At the plate here is Carlos Guzman. Two-tone bat, left-handed batter. 1-0 is fouled off. And the count 1-1. Mentioned it a little earlier in the broadcast, but this is a very special day for Carlos Guzman. He has earned an Atlantic League All-Star Game selection in what he has been saying is probably his final season of professional baseball. And boy, has he made an impact here on the Somerset community. The 1-1 from Schumann. Swung on, grounded softly down the first base line. It stays fair. Fielded by Michael Burgess right in front of the bag. He steps on the bag, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We head to the top of the 7th. Freedom Division leads 9-3 on 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Of the Somerset Patriots. Bring in your Patriots ticket stub for an additional 5% discount. Well, welcome back for the top of the 7th inning here at the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. And what a pleasure it's been so far. These superstars, they continue to entertain, this time down the third base line, as they entertain with a couple of the Freedom Division All-Stars. Looked like Isaiah Tejeda was playing around along with another guy down that way. And I know that superstar. That's one of the superstars I've seen before. That is Ken Giraffe Jr., one of my favorites. Of course, rocking the backwards hat as Ken Griffey Jr. used to do when he was a member of the Cincinnati Reds. They probably should update that, however, because Ken Griffey Jr. retired as a Seattle Mariner, and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame as a Seattle Mariner. So it's time to update the superstar costume. So it's Ken Giraffe Jr. wearing a Seattle Mariner jersey. Either way, we return to the action here. It's a 9-3 lead for the Freedom Division. In the top of the 7th inning, 9 runs on 13 hits for the Freedom Division, 3 runs on 6 hits for the Liberty Division. Vladimir Frias will have his first at-bat of this ballgame. He is entered as a replacement for Kevin Aarons. 2 former teammates, in fact. Aarons began the season with the Lancaster Barnstormers before Lancaster had so many guys on their team that they had to trade a couple away. As the first pitch here from another new pitcher in this ballgame, it is Dwayne Bilo on the mound here for the Liberty Division All-Stars. Bilo, of course, representing the Somerset Patriots. So very good to see Dwayne Bilo get into this ballgame. Very impressive season for Bilo as Frias pops up the 1-0 delivery towards center field. Underneath it is Darby Myers. He's able to make the catch for the first out. See if that's still Darby Myers, as the Patriots have made their own, the Liberty Division have made their own couple of changes. So Frias skies out to center field here. And now up to the plate comes Corey Vaughn. Dwayne Bilo in his first season in the Atlantic League, his first season as a member of the Somerset Patriots. First pitch here to Corey Vaughn is grounded just foul. He broke his bat, and a count 0-1. Bilo, a former major leaguer, a southpaw, 6'3", 210 pounds on the mound. Played parts of 3 seasons at the major leagues, 2 with the Detroit Tigers, 1 with the Miami Marlins. But he's been great this season for Somerset. A true workhorse. He has played the role of either a left-handed specialist or a long reliever or a middle reliever, a late inning reliever. He's done it all, and that was one of the things that he said when he came to the Somerset Patriots this season. He was actually a starting pitcher for the Las Vegas 51s in the New York Mets organization last season. And the main reason he worked as a starting pitcher was because, as any Met fan who's listening to this broadcast will know, they had a lot of injuries to their starting pitchers last year. As the first pitch here, he comes inside and hits Corey Vaughn. It was on an 0-1 delivery, actually, and Vaughn is hit by a curveball from Bilo, and that's actually the second time that Corey Vaughn has been hit by a pitch today. He's now been on base 3 times. He's 1 for 2 with a pair of hit batsmen. And now Garrett Weber at the plate, 0 for 3 so far. But back to Bilo. He made starts as a starting pitcher last year because so many different Las Vegas 51 pitchers had to be called up to the New York Mets, the Major League club, that they needed a starter, and Bilo wound up filling that gap. First pitch here to Garrett Weber is grounded through the hole on the left side for a base hit. And the count, and Weber takes first. Over to second goes Corey Vaughn. And now with runners at first and second and 1 out, up to the plate comes Anthony Giansanti. So Giansanti will be at the plate here. But for Bilo, he came to the Patriots this season, and he mentioned it to Brett Jody. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to help this team win ball games. And he's been able to fill out multiple roles. He's 4-1 this season, strictly as a reliever, with a 2.13 ERA. Fastball here misses inside to Giansanti, and the count 1-0. Over 25 games, he's tossed 38 innings, 36 strikeouts against just 7 walks for Dwayne Bilo. 1-0 to Giansanti, swings right through the fastball, and the count 1-1. It's the Freedom Division leading this ballgame 9-3 with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Corey Vaughn leads off of second after he was hit by a pitch. Garrett Weber off of first after he recorded a base hit. 1-1 to Giansanti is grounded foul off of Giansanti's shin. Trickles down the third base line. And the count 1-2. Dwayne Bilo now the 7th pitcher used by the Liberty Division. with this being the 7th inning of this ball game. So there's only a couple of pitchers left for the I keep making that mistake, the Liberty division to use. It would be Amalio Diaz, who's still available, as well as David Carpenter. And David Carpenter's been arguably the best closer in the Atlantic League this season. So I imagine it'll be Carpenter to see the 9th inning, but right now certainly not a save situation for the Liberty division. Meanwhile, for the Freedom division, they have 3 pitchers still remaining. Brad Allen of the York Revolution, Cody Epley of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and Chase Hutchinson, also of the York Revolution. Imagine it would be Epley that would look to close the door in the bottom of the 9th inning. 1-2 to Giansanti is lifted towards center. Ranging back a couple of strides and making the catch. Darby Myers. Oh, that's Michael Krause, excuse me, not Myers. Michael Krause has come into this ball game. So Michael Krause is over in center. Myers' night has come to a close. Those are the 3 changes for the Liberty division. After Myers made the catch, taking up from second and advancing to third is Corey Vaughn. So there's now runners on the corners with 2 out. Giansanti flies out to center, and we move back to the top of the order on Alonzo Harris. The Freedom division have made all of their substitutions. And the only one still to make for the Liberty division would be Aaron Eggleston. Aaron Eggleston not yet in this ballgame. That still Connor Bierfeld over and left. As the fastball here to Alonzo Harris in for a called strike 0-1. Of course, Eggleston, a longtime fan favorite here at TD Bank Ballpark as a member of the Somerset Patriots. We'll see him eventually. 0-1 from Dwayne Bilo is chopped foul. And the count 0-2 now to Alonzo Harris, who had a base hit his first time up back in the 6th inning. After entering the game and going into play center field for Travis Witherspoon. Pair of Revolution switching spots. It's Vaughn off of third and Weber off of first. With 2 out in the top of the 7th inning, an 0-2 count to Alonzo Harris. Freedom division leading 9-3. Here in the 20th Midsummer Classic in the history of the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball. Bilo comes set, the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and fouled off, and Harris able to stay alive. There will be a post-game fireworks show here at TD Bank Ballpark. It has been advertised as the biggest fireworks show in the history of this ballpark, and I can attest to that. It is going to be a special fireworks show to cap off what is certainly a special evening here in Bridgewater. The 0-2. Lied towards right field deep. Back goes Pacioli, but right in front of the warning track, he makes the catch, and that retires the side. No runs for the Freedom division on 1 hit with no errors and 2 runners left on base. Head to the bottom of the 7th inning after we stretch on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Hi, Somerset Patriots fans. I'm Joe Bodner of Bodner's Auction Sales. Please join me here on August 6th to get great things autographed and signed for Operation Shoebox, such as this jersey. So come on, I'm going to get it signed.
Guys, sign Joe.
Guys, sign Joe.
Hey, guys, sign Joe. Guys, sign Joe.
Hey, we got to sign Joe.
No. The jersey.
Oh, jersey. I can write real big, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Tell us the story about the Jersey Devil.
Here's a real Jersey legend about the fireball. They say it was forged in Jersey, a flaming orb that transforms ordinary people into winners.
Fireball from the New Jersey Lottery is real and only for Pick 3 and Pick 4. Play Fireball and you can transform a non-winning ticket into a winner.
Hey, look, I won!
Give your numbers more firepower because anything can happen in Jersey.
Urban legends have feelings too.
Need to hire technical professionals? Spearhead Staffing is Somerset County's award-winning IT staffing and recruiting company. From software developers to project managers, Spearhead Staffing can provide a customized recruiting approach for your company's needs. Visit them at spearheadstaffing.com. That's spearheadstaffing.com. We're done with the seventh inning stretch here at TD Bank Ballpark for the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. Mark Schwartz on SPN.TV. 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Thank you so much to all of the Atlantic League fans out there for tuning in for this broadcast. It has been a special night so far. It has been a night that is being led and driven by the Freedom Division All-Stars. Elmer Reyes steps in here, and the first pitch to Reyes, a fastball that misses upstairs 1-0. Reyes has stayed in this ballgame, but he moved from second base to shortstop to accommodate Tyler Bortnick coming into the ballgame. 1-0 here to Reyes is skied towards right, shallow. In comes In comes the right fielder Anthony Giansanti, who is able to make the catch for out number 1. And now up to the plate comes Alex Berg. Alex Berg, a member of the Long Island Ducks. He's getting his first plate appearance of this ballgame. He entered for Yovan Gonzalez, who went 0 for 2. Still waiting for the Patriots to make one more change into their lineup. The only position player who has not gotten into this ballgame yet for Brett Jody and the Liberty Division All-Stars is Aaron Eggleston. We await to see what will happen with him. First pitch to Alex Berg comes inside, narrowly misses him, and the count 1-0. The new pitcher in the ballgame is Chase Hutchinson for the York Revolution. So Hutchinson, the 7th pitcher used by the Freedom Division All-Stars today, which sets the stage for either Brad Allen or Cody Epley to come on in the 8th. Berg pops this 1-0 delivery up, mile high towards shallow center field. Out goes Vladimir Frias. He's able to make the catch, and there's quickly 2 away. On a pair of pop-ups. And the Freedom Division have actually started to shut down the Liberty Division just a bit. That is now 7 consecutive retired by the Freedom Division All-Stars, dating back to a Darby Myers base hit back in the 5th inning. Now Justin Pacioli at the plate. Pacioli up for his 3rd plate appearance of this ballgame. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs to third base. First pitch from the southpaw Chase Hutchinson. Misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Hutchinson has worked as a late inning reliever for the York Revolution this season. Tall lefty, has a bit of a sidearm delivery. Certainly tough against left-handed batters as the 1-0 to Pacioli misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Hutchinson is 2-3 this season, but over 31 appearances, just a 2.51 ERA. He has 1 save. He has not worked as the primary closer for the Revs. 2-0 here to Pacioli, in for a called strike, 2-1. 23 strikeouts over 28 2/3 innings for the southpaw Hutchinson. 6'5", 215-pound lefty from Fayetteville, Arkansas. Stars in the Atlantic League All-Star game today. The 2-1 to Pacioli, grounded to the right side. It's fielded by Burgess. He's going to have to hustle to first, and he won't get there. A patented Justin Pacioli infield single. And the Liberty Division All-Stars have a base runner with 2 out. That'll turn the lineup back over to the top, and making his first plate appearance of the ballgame, representing the New Britain Bees, it's Michael Kraus. Well, now some of the Atlantic League fans who might not know too much about Pacioli have gotten an opportunity to see him with this infield single here. That's one of the main areas where his game has really excelled this season. And now it's Pacioli leading off of first base. The Liberty Division, they are trailing by 6 runs, so base runners at this point are more important than trying to steal second, but Pacioli with a decent-sized lead. He's held on by the first baseman, Michael Burgess. Chase Hutchinson on the mound, stares over towards Pacioli, and will throw over. Well, Burgess, when he fielded that ball, maybe about 20 feet off the first base line, he turned around and Burgess can run decently well, but he's not the fastest guy in the world. And with Pacioli's speed, he was able to hustle down the first base line and easily beat out that grounder. As the pitch here to Michael Krause swung on and missed, and the count 0-1. So it's nice to see Krause get into this ball game here. Saw him play a couple of innings in the field defensively, but now it's Mike Krause, who was a home run derby participant earlier today. Wound up putting up 6 home runs in the first round, coming up just shy of advancing to the championship round of the home run derby. A right-handed batter here, the 0-1 in there for a strike. Pacioli took off from first, and the throw down to second in time. Pacioli caught stealing, and that will retire the side. No runs for the Patriots on 1 hit with no errors and nobody left on base. As we head to the top of the 8th inning, it's a 9-3 Freedom Division lead on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Attention troops, Scout Nights with the Somerset Patriots will be returning to TD Bank Ballpark for the upcoming season on Friday, June 2nd, Sunday, July 23rd, and Thursday, August 31st. Additionally, our Girl Scout Days are set for Sunday, June 4th, and Thursday, July 27th. Troops will have the honor of presenting both their PAX banner along with our nation's colors on the field before the game. A parade around the field will end with the troops lining the infield during the national anthem. Scouts looking to earn badges for presenting the colors and going on a go-see-it outing can fulfill both, all while enjoying America's pastime. Tickets begin at just $8.50 for everyone in the group, with commemorative 2017 Scout patches available for just $1.50. Visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 so you can get involved and have your troop honored at a professional baseball game.
Is your roof on your home or commercial building leaking or outdated or needs repair work? Homeowners, building owners, Thomas Esparlado Roofing installs all types of roofing, including large-scale commercial flat roof projects and shingles for your home. Thomas Esparlado Roofing, LLC is your local roofing experts, proudly serving Somerset County. Call us today at 732-560-7500 or visit us online at thomasesparladoroofing.com. A Cotton Eye Joe contest continues here at TD Bank Ballpark along our lower concourse. Fans getting an opportunity to dance alongside all 8 of the Atlantic League mascots who are in attendance today. We do have an official attendance mark for today. 8,175 fans have crossed through the gate here at TD Bank Ballpark. What an impressive evening. A past capacity, sold out, packed house here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League. 8,175 fans. That is your announced attendance for this ballgame. There's a new pitcher in the ballgame now for the Liberty Division All-Stars. Dwayne Belo's 1 inning have come to a close, so now it is Amalio Diaz who enters this game. Diaz, a representative of the Long Island Ducks, one of 2 pitchers left at Brett Jody's disposal. But right now it is a Freedom Division 9-3 lead. First pitch to Michael Burgess, grounded right back up the middle and through. A base hit, so Burgess now 2 for 2. Had an RBI double back in the 6th, and now a single here in the 8th. Now 9 runs on 15 hits for the Freedom Division, 3 runs on 7 hits for the Liberty Division. And up to the plate will come Anderson De La Rosa. But a little more information about Amalio Diaz. It's been a very impressive season for him. He has been one of the toughest relievers in the Atlantic League so far this year. The dude just flat out barely allows runs. And he's been a big part of the back end of the Long Island Ducks bullpen. He'll work from the stretch here with Burgess leading off of first, Anderson De La Rosa at the plate. First pitch from Diaz, a fastball in there for a called strike, 0-1. Diaz has a 1.70 ERA. He has allowed just 6 runs over 31 relief appearances this season. 31 and 2/3 innings of work, 33 strikeouts against just 13 walks. From the stretch, the 0-1 to De La Rosa, swung on, blooped, shallow right center. Racing out to Tyler Bortnick. In comes Pacioli. He won't get there. Gets to the ball quickly, throws to second. It would have been in time for the force out, but the throw was high as Burgess had to hold with that ball potentially being caught. So Burgess just able to get into second base. And back-to-back base hits for the Freedom Division here in the 8th inning. And that'll bring Michael Snyder to the plate. He's 2 for 4. But the Freedom Division in this ballgame right now, they are looking to continue a trend for the Freedom Division. They have pretty much owned Atlantic League All-Star games as of late. Since the divisions were changed in name to the Liberty Division and the Freedom Division back in 2008 here in the Atlantic League, the Freedom Division have gone 6-2 in All-Star games. Mario Diaz, a righty, works from the stretch against the righty Snyder. First pitch to Snyder, fouled off, 0-1. The lone exception, one of those All-Star games that have been played since the division switch of names, was played down in Sugar Land, Texas back in 2014, where it was the Sugar Land team that went up against the rest of the Atlantic League All-Stars. And that was a game that Sugar Land won. So that doesn't count towards the Liberty Division versus Freedom Division ledger in the history of Atlantic League All-Star games. 0-1 pitch coming here from Diaz. Checks the runner at second. Delivers home. It's a fastball that misses low to his teammate, Alex Berg. Both teammates here tonight and teammates back on Long Island. So a 1-1 count now to the right-handed hitting Snyder. 18 home runs this season for Snyder. So the Freedom Division carrying a 6-2 lead in terms of All-Star Game wins over the Liberty Division, and that includes winning each of the last 5 All-Star Game matchups between these two sides. The 1-1 pitch from Mario Diaz, line drive up the middle past Elmer Reyes into center field. It was a line drive, so stopping at second, holding initially at second base was Michael Burgess. He advances to third, but 3 consecutive base hits for the York Revolution. Well, shouldn't say that. 3 consecutive hits for the Freedom Division All-Stars. Have the bases loaded with nobody out for Sean Halton. And we're starting to get towards the point where it's time to start thinking about potential MVP balloting. Halton's in the conversation. He started off the scoring with a solo home run back in the 2nd inning. But I think as of right now, there's a couple of different options. Isaiah Tejeda went 2 for 3 with an RBI. Zach Wilson went 1 for 3. But he had a 3-run home run that right now is the difference in this ball game. Travis Witherspoon went 2 for 3 with a pair of runs scored, a pair of stolen bases. Right now, Michael Burgess is 2 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Michael Snyder has 3 hits. He's 3 for 5. First pitch here to Sean Halton, in for a called strike, 0-1. Those are really the best options to this point. But it's hard to judge because do you count on somebody who played only a couple innings, or you go with somebody who played over the course of the entire ball game? There's been a lot of production from the Freedom Division side so far, so there's a lot of different options. The 0-1 coming here from Diaz. Fastball in there for a called strike, 0-1. 0-2, I should say. Well, with the bases loaded here, Halton has an opportunity where if he was able to potentially get an extra base hit, he would thrust his name right near the top in terms of MVP balloting. There'll be an MVP presentation on the field immediately after this game, after which there'll be a post-game fireworks show. 0-2 pitch from Diaz. Popped up, foul, out of play, and the count holds. Of course, the post-game fireworks show presented by Robert Wood Johnson Barnabas Health and Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, the 2 presenting sponsors for today's ball game. 2 long-time, really fantastic, wonderful sponsors of the team. They have signage all around the ballpark. They do a lot of different nights here. I mean, really, you couldn't ask for better sponsors to present the biggest game of the season, being played right here at TD Bank Ballpark today. 0-2 to Halton, drilled down the left field line, but foul. An absolute moonshot. That ball was approaching 287. But it was a foul ball. Halton making a bid for his second home run. If there's anybody on these teams that is a threat to hit multiple home runs in this All-Star game, Sean Halton certainly makes sense. 16 home runs on the season. That's third most in the Atlantic League. Also third in the league in RBI with 51 and total bases with 137. Diaz again from the stretch here. Fires in the 0-2 pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the Liberty division, the way the lineups worked out, they actually get a battery mate here between 2 Long Island Ducks, Amalio Diaz and Alex Berg. In the last half inning, it was Chase Hutchinson of the Revolution throwing to Anderson De La Rosa of the Lancaster Barnstormers, and that's a big rivalry there, so it was interesting they get to play with each other. 1-2 pitch, fastball misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The War of the Roses between those two teams. And, of course, that happens in all-star games. In fact, earlier today during the Home Run Derby, Glenn Barker, the Patriots hitting coach, wound up throwing the Home Run Derby session to Angelo Sanco, of course, a representative of the Long Island Ducks. Bases are loaded with nobody out here in the 8th. The 2-2 pitch to Halton, check swing over towards second. It's fielded by Bortnick, and it didn't bounce. He makes the play, steps on second base for 1, and gets the tag on the runner from second advancing to third. In to score from third base was Michael Burgess. So it's an RBI. Well, there's no RBI because it's a double play. And the Freedom Division increased their lead to 10-3 here in the top of the 8th. So an interesting play there. Bortnick decided to field it on a bounce. So Halton reaches on a fielder's choice double play. It was Anderson De La Rosa who was tagged out trying to advance to third. Michael Snyder out advancing to second. And on to score from third base is Michael Burgess. So the end result is that it is a 10-3 Freedom Division lead. Vladimir Frias comes to the plate here with a runner at first and 2 out in the top of the 8th. Amalio Diaz has allowed a run, something he doesn't often do. Again, 6 earned runs allowed over 31 2/3 innings. He comes set now with 2 down against the switch-hitting Vlad Frias. First pitch swinging from the left side, swings through the fastball, and the count 0-1. Frias hit from the right side back in the 7th inning when he went against Somerset Patriot left-handed pitcher Dwayne Bilo. Here it's Diaz from the stretch. Frias rocks the bat back and forth. And the 0-1, foul tipped and not able to be handled by Berg. And he's a little angry with himself. Of course, it wouldn't matter because it was only the second strike of the at-bat. But the ball sort of popped up and went near his glove, rattled around a little bit. He couldn't bobble it cleanly. And then it dropped down for a harmless foul ball. So the count 0-2. The Liberty Division certainly looking for an opportunity to try to mount a comeback. They trail by 7 runs, and they're trying to break up a stretch in which the Freedom Division have won each of the last 5 Atlantic League All-Star games, where it's been Liberty versus Freedom. Again, the lone exception, 2014 down in Sugar Land. 0-2 to Frias, misses upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Liberty Division, they have 1 more pitcher to use. It'll be David Carpenter in the top of the 9th inning, no matter what the score is. For the Freedom Division, they've got 2 more pitchers. Looks like it's Brad Allen potentially getting loose right now. And then in the 9th inning, likely be Cody Epley of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The 1-2 pitch here from Diaz. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Free is set down on strikes, and that retires the side. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 10-3 lead for the Freedom Division in the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Mommy, can you help me get my jelly bean? It's stuck.
Sure, honey. Where?
In my ear.
From beans to bumps, we're ready for you. Hunterdon Healthcare Urgent Care. Hunterdon Healthcare, your full circle of care.
Leading provider of information systems and services. Our staff of world-class network professionals deliver world-class consulting, design, implementation, integration, administration, and maintenance of computing systems and networks, as well as system support services and custom software development. Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems is the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. It's the bottom of the 8th inning as the Superstars continue to entertain here at TD Bank Ballpark. That's, I forget what the name of that one, Clam something, as one of the umpire or one of the players just got spit out. So he's wearing Michael Jordan's number. I forget what it is. But anyway, it's a 10-3 Freedom Division lead as we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. And a new pitcher in this ballgame, it'll be Brad Allen for the Freedom Division All-Stars, a representative of the York Revolution. He is the 8th different pitcher used by Gary Gaetti managing this year's squad. And boy, has Gaetti's team come to perform today. 10 runs on 17 hits for the Freedom Division, 3 runs on 7 hits for the Liberty Division. It'll be Michael Kraus of the New Britain Bees to lead off the 8th inning. And a big comeback effort for the Liberty Division has to get underway somewhat soon. Trying to break a stretch of 5 consecutive All-Star games won by the Freedom Division. And this is a good opportunity to start it up. Michael Kraus leads off. He's the top of the order for the Liberty Division. First pitch fastball from Brad Allen is fouled off, and the count 0-1. This is Michael Kraus's first at-bat of the ballgame. Darby Myers, the starting center fielder, went 2 for 3. 0-1 here to Kraus, misses low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Myers had an impressive game, but now Kraus gets an opportunity to come to the plate, a participant in the home run derby. He was at the plate when Justin Pacioli was caught stealing to end the 7th inning, as Kraus swings over the curveball here and falls behind 1-2. Didn't get a chance to mention it during the home run derby, but Kraus, a participant not only of this home run derby, but he was also a participant in a home run derby back in 2011 in the Midwest League. The 1-2 is fouled off here. That is single-A baseball when he was playing with the Lansing Lugnuts, an affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays. And the interesting part about that is that Kraus was a member of that home run derby, and he played against Travis Witherspoon, who's also in the home run derby back in 2011 in the Midwest League. Witherspoon, of course, an all-star with the York Revolution on the Freedom Division team this season. Fastball misses outside here from Kraus, and the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it was a really interesting setup they had in that home run derby. In fact, they had 5 different representatives from each division in that league come out, and the representatives were selected based on leading statistical categories. As Kraus swings over the fastball here from Brad Allen. An impressive first at-bat there for Allen. 1 away, up to the plate comes Tyler Bortnick for his first at-bat of this All-Star game. Luis Hernandez started at shortstop, but Tyler Bortnick, a representative of the Somerset Patriots, entered the game at second base and moved Elmer Reyes from second to short. And now it's Bortnick getting his first plate appearance here. Bortnick's had a very strong season with the Somerset Patriots as the first pitch fastball misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. But back to that home run derby in 2011 quickly. They had representatives from each conference from different statistical categories as the 0-1 in for a called strike, 0-2. It was the home run leader, the average leader, the RBI leader, the stolen base leader, which was both Krause and Travis Witherspoon, and a wild card representative as well. 0-2 to Bortnick, grounded over towards the pitcher's mound, deflects off the back of Allen's glove, a barehanded pick from Vladimir Frias, and Bortnick just able to beat it down the line for an infield single. So Bortnick gets on base. That's the 8th hit of the ball game for the Liberty division. Bortnick will lead off of first, and now Jovan Rosa steps in. So it's Michael Krause and Travis Witherspoon who were both elected as representatives in that home run derby as stolen base leaders. And what they did was they set up targets around the entire outfield that would reward points even on balls that were not hit for home runs. Of course, neither Krause nor Witherspoon won the home run derby that year, but it was an interesting setup they had. But here today, we decided to go with a little more of a conventional setup for our home run derby, a derby that was won by Zach Wilson. Jovan Rosa, first pitch swinging here, lifts it towards deep center, but ranging back and making the catch is Alonzo Harris. Now 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Freedom Division still leading 10-3 over the Liberty Division. And now Aaron Eggleston gets to come to the plate. And a very nice round of applause here for Aaron Eggleston, certainly deserving of it from all the Somerset Patriots fans that are in attendance. Eggleston in his 5th season with the Somerset Patriots, and this is the 4th time that he has been selected into the Atlantic League All-Star Game. He has been such a model of consistency for Somerset ever since he joined here. He's become a household name for Patriots fans. He's one of the fan favorites, a left-handed batter, always hits for a high average. He gets on base, he draws walks, and he gets an at-bat here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike, 0-1. So Eggleston enters as a designated hitter. One of the reasons why we have not seen him in the field just yet. This is his first at-bat. Angelo Sanko has been taken out of this ball game. He went 1 for 3 with a home run all the way back in the 4th inning. 0-1 here to Eggleston is fouled off, and the count 0-2. The Somerset Patriots with 8 representatives in the All-Star game today. That's the most for any team. Tyler Bortnick and Aaron Eggleston, 2 representatives that were not in the starting lineup, but Bortnick leads off of first and Eggleston at the plate here, something that I've said a couple of times already this season. As Brad Allen works on the mound, he's been a very impressive reliever for the Revs. Bortnick takes off. Eggleston swings through the fastball. The throw's down to second. It doesn't matter as Eggleston is down on strikes. An impressive outing for Brad Allen as we head to the 9th inning. And the Freedom Division lead 10-3 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
We the people are tired of being surprised with extra monthly fees. We want HD and every box and DVR all included. Because we don't like surprises.
Yes, like changing up the celebrity at the end to someone more handsome and talented.
Really?
And British.
Switch from cable to DirecTV. Get 4 rooms with HD DVR and every box included for $25 a month.
In and calling it. Sorry, say that one more time. The game's going to end. I'm going to say goodbye to all of our teams. Back and do the Attention Patriots. Sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball, located at 1244 Route 22 in Bridgewater. It is just a foul ball away from the ballpark. Bridgewater Diner is a great place to meet and eat. Stop by the Bridgewater Diner before or after the game and enjoy great food and company. For over 100 years, Carrier has offered a wide array of specialized behavioral health services for individuals throughout New Jersey. Our new updated facility enhances our ability to treat illnesses such as anxiety, depression, and substance abuse in a compassionate and healing environment. Visit www.carrierclinic.org. We come back here for the top of the 9th inning in the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. It has been a special night here at TD Bank Ballpark, as David Carpenter, the new pitcher in representing the Bridgeport Bluefish, delivers a first pitch fastball that misses low and outside to Corey Vaughn. And the count 0-1. Carpenter, the 9th and final pitcher available to Liberty Division manager Brett Jody in this ballgame. The 1-0 to Corey Vaughn, popped up, foul territory. First base side, Carlos Guzman over for a look, but it gets into the stands, and the count 1-1. It's a 10-3 Freedom Division lead. In case you're just joining us, 10 runs on 17 hits for the Freedom Division, 3 runs on 8 hits for the Liberty Division. Liberty Division actually got out to an early 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning on a 2-run home run from Jovan Rosa, but after that point, it's been all Freedom Division. Back-to-back home runs in the second from Sean Halton and Kevin Aarons, as this one's popped up by Corey Vaughn. It'll stay playable down the third base line. Over's Elmer Reyes, and he drops the ball. Reyes was slow to get over into foul territory down the left field line, and he just flat out dropped that ball. So the count now 1-2 to the right-handed hitting Corey Vaughn. So again, in the second inning, Sean Halton, Kevin Aarons went back-to-back with solo home runs to make it a 2-2 ball game. Then in the fourth inning, the Freedom Division were able to open things up against Long Island Ducks starting pitcher John Brownell. 4 runs would come home in the third inning, including a 3-run home run from Zach Wilson. And that put the Freedom Division on top, and that's where they've remained. Vaughn pops this one up along the infield. Once again, it's Elmer Reyes. This time he's able to make the catch. 1 away in the top of the 9th. Vaughn now 1 for 3, but he's been on base 3 times, was hit by a pair of pitches. And now Garrett Weber will come to the plate. Weber 1 for 4. Take this opportunity to talk a little bit more about David Carpenter on the mound here for the Bridgeport Bluefish. Carpenter, from the outset of this season, very quickly established himself as probably the premier closer in the Atlantic League, at least this season. Somerset has a guy who's the bullpen coach for tonight's ball game who might be able to stake a claim to the overall title. As the fastball here from Carpenter misses outside 1-0. But this season, David Carpenter has been tremendous. He has appeared in 35 games, tossing 33 2/3 innings and only allowing 5 runs. As Weber skies this one foul down the right field line, and the count 1-1. Carpenter with 27 saves this season, a tremendous number, considering that the Bridgeport Bluefish overall have 45 wins, and 27 of them have been finished by David Carpenter recording a save. 27 saves and just a 1.33 earned run average. And that's the reason why he's getting the 9th inning here, as Weber fists another one foul down the first base line, and the count 1-2. It was a very impressive first half for the Bridgeport Bluefish. They finished just 1 game behind the Somerset Patriots for first place in the Liberty Division, narrowly missing out on clinching a playoff berth. But the Patriots are actually the only team in the Atlantic League who have clinched the playoff berth so far. We're still waiting to hear who the Freedom Division champion will be as Weber swings through a nice breaking ball from David Carpenter. He goes down swinging. Now 2 out, nobody on in the top of the 9th inning for Anthony Giansanti. But in terms of the Freedom Division, we're still waiting to see who will win a pretty much a de facto play-in ball game between the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs and the Lancaster Barnstormers. Both those teams finished tied at the end of the first half, but still one more game to play after a rainout in Southern Maryland earlier this season. That game will be played over in Waldorf, Maryland at Regency Furniture Stadium on July 28th. First pitch here to Giansanti, misses outside 1-0. And the winner of that ball game will be crowned the first half Freedom Division champion, even though the game is happening after the first half has already come to a close. The 1-0 to Giansanti, line towards center. It's going to stay up in the air. Mike Kraus makes the catch. And David Carpenter with a quick 1-2-3, top of the 9th. So we head to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's the last licks for the Liberty Division. They trail by 7 runs at the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game on ESPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. When the world keeps trying to drag me down, gotta raise my hand, gonna stay my ground. I say, hey, have a nice day. Have a nice day.
All right. Next, barbecue at the ballpark. Groups of 30 or more can enjoy the game from the picnic area located down the left field line and enjoy the all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. We do all the work, so you can just sit back and relax. Call the Patriots Group Sales Department at 908-252-0700 to plan your next ballpark barbecue. Well, here we are, guys. It is the bottom of the 9th inning here at the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. It is a 10-3 lead for the Freedom Division. 10 runs on 17 hits for the Freedom Division, 3 runs on 8 hits for the Liberty Division, and it will take a monumental comeback effort here for the Liberty Division, one that we would never soon forget if they're able to mount a comeback here. But they've got a tall, steep challenge ahead of them, working against Cody Epley, a shutdown closer for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. It'll be Cody Epley on the mound to work against Connor Bierfeld, Carlos Guzman, and Elmer Reyes. A reminder that after the conclusion of this ballgame, there will be a All-Star Game MVP presentation on the field. That'll be immediately after the game. We will not be carrying that on ESPN.TV. So for any of our viewers who are tuned in, hoping to catch that, we will reference the MVP after the conclusion of this ballgame, but we will not be hosting the presentation. As the first pitch from Cody Epley to Connor Bierfeld in for a called strike 0-1. For our radio listeners, we'll take one break, come back, and wrap up the night on what has been a truly, truly special evening here in Central New Jersey. 0-1 to Connor Bierfeld is fouled off. And the count moves to 0-2. Bierfeld is 0 for 3 today, and he works against Cody Epley on the mound here. And I referenced in the top of the 9th inning how strong David Carpenter has been for the Bridgeport Bluefish this season, and how he's really been a shutdown closer and probably the premier closer in the Atlantic League this season. Well, if there was one guy that would bring up an argument to that and try to lay their claim, it would be Cody Epley. 22 saves as a member of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, a 2.43 ERA over 35 games. Pitch here to Bierfeld, grounded over to short. Frias fields the long hop and fires it onto first base for out number 1. So Bierfeld now 0 for 4. And Carlos Guzman will get an at-bat here in the 9th inning. This will be another special at-bat for Carlos Guzman. He's 1 for 3 today. He had a base hit back in the 4th inning on a hot shot line drive that hit off the top of the glove of Garrett Weber at second and fell harmlessly into right field. And again, Guzman likely calling it a career after this season, so everything that he does, he certainly takes an extra second to take a deep breath and take it all in. That's why he's so motivated to win a championship this season, and why he was so happy, honored, and humbled to be selected into the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. Fouls off the first pitch fastball here from Cody Epley, and the count 0-1. The Liberty Division got out to a 2-0 lead in the first, but then it was 2 runs in the second for the Freedom Division, 4 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 2 more in the 6th, and 1 in the 8th. And it's been pretty much all Freedom Division all night long, despite 8 Somerset Patriots representatives in the Liberty Division. 0-1 here to Carlos Guzman. Misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Epley works from the stretch to work against Guzman here, the 1-1. Misses inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, it's been a special last couple of days for this All-Star game here in Bridgewater. Both teams arriving yesterday and getting an opportunity to celebrate with an All-Star game gala held at the Ryland Inn over in Reddington Township last night. A very special evening where both teams were recognized in front of league staff, league officials. Guzman fouls off the fastball and the count moves to 2-2. And then earlier today, both teams got an opportunity to go over to Trump National and enjoy a very nice breakfast while the professional golfers for the Women's PGA Championship were getting loose and warming up. So a very nice early morning for all of these guys. They got to the ballpark roughly between the 1:30 to 2 o'clock time frame, where they were greeted with all of their gifts, their memorabilia, their jerseys, each personalized with the team's crest across the top and the names on the back. 2-2 to Guzman, misses inside here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And then, of course, we had the home run derby that happened before the game. We have a Revolutionary War theme, everything going out. Entertainment from Berserk, the Superstars, all night long. Revolutionary War theme out front with an entire encampment and a bunch of concourse tables and information throughout the ballpark during the course of the game as well. 3-2 here to Carlos, into right field, a base hit. So Carlos Guzman with the base hit here in the 9th inning. And strong all-star game for him. He is 2 for 4. And he gets a nice fist bump from Fox Beyer, who is the first base coach for the Liberty Division side. Beyer, of course, a longtime assistant coach for the Somerset Patriots. He's their bench coach. And he's the bench coach again here for the Liberty Division today. Foxy, another fan favorite here at TD Bank Ballpark. So he joins Carlos at first base. And now up to the plate comes Elmer Reyes for his 4th at-bat of this ballgame. So 9 hits now for the Liberty Division. 2 hits for Carlos Guzman as Reyes swings over the fastball from Cody Epley in the count 0-1. Reyes 0 for 3 today. But just to go back to all the special things we've had going on here, George Washington was in attendance. Alexander Hamilton and Andrew Burr were actually at the gala last night. They were here again today. Ben Franklin was here. Thomas Jefferson was here. They're all walking around the ballpark along with all 8 of the Atlantic League mascots. Reyes grounds it to second. This could do it. Over to second for 1. The turn to first in time. And that will do it here for the 2017 Atlantic League All-Star Game. It is the Freedom Division who win this ball game. The final score, 10-3. And what a night it was. It ends with a Freedom Division victory. At this time, we'd like to say goodbye to all of our SPN.TV viewers. Just so you know, the official MVP of the All-Star Game is Zach Wilson. He's about to be announced as the All-Star Game MVP, a representative of the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. He had a 3-run home run earlier today that actually got the Freedom Division out in front. So Zach Wilson is your 2017 Atlantic League MVP. He also was the Home Run Derby champion, so quite a day for Zach Wilson. But we're going to say goodbye to all of our SPN viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. We very much appreciate it. We hope that you enjoyed the broadcast. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up on 1450 WCTC as the Freedom Division wins it by a final score of 10-3 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.